Hey, hey, you're muted.
There you go. That's a start I wanted. There's me telling you in the green room not to, don't forget your mic button, and I do that. Well, anyway, everybody, welcome along. It's watch along. It's Monday evening football live. Watch along
Monday Night
commentary.
Football.
Monday night football with myself and Win. Chris is with us, but unfortunately he's in the background because he is still working. Bless him, really hard. So as you saw right at the start, we are all the lads turning up in the tunnels and everything else, doing a cracking job. So it is what it is. A lot of pressure from a lot of the Man U fans being expressed towards Amrin. So I think we've got quite a bit to talk about before the match starts. But before, obviously, we do anything further, I suppose we better do our usual stuff and obviously get everybody else on board. So again, welcome to everybody across all of the platforms. It's lovely to have you with us on this Monday night for the live commentary of Manchester United versus Newcastle at Old Trafford. Thanks to all the mods working in the background, do an amazing job. Very rarely get any vision from us, but like I say, they do get a thumbs up every time we do a show. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy the show. Just to help us get further as a channel to other NUFC supporters. Subscribe. If the only present you give us today, get that subscription done and at least gives us a thumbs up. It's all totally free. If you want to hit the bell as well, if you do want to become a subscriber, I
Chip,
should
chip,
say,
chip, chip, chip.
yeah, that's the one. It's this pale ale I'm drinking. That's what I blame anyway. If you hit the bell, we do lots of stuff, sometimes 2 days a week. We'll do live shows, and very rarely do we do the pre-recorded unless there's something else out there, and we'll do a pre-recorded just to bring it to you. But if you hit the bell, every time we become live or we upload a video, you'll get the notification. If you want to help us and support the grow, support the show, you can become a member for a small monthly fee. That'll give you a chance of winning a prize at the end of each month, as well as obviously all behind the scenes stuff from members only. If you've got a question during the show, especially at the start of the show, put a Q in front of it. If you want to guarantee it, then you can use a $sign. And that'll guarantee whatever message you send out to us will be read out live on air. And obviously, if you want, if you've got 5 minutes, you can also have a look at our webpage, nufctalk.tv, for all news and up-to-date content. We try and keep it up to date as best we can, but obviously, we don't get any money for it. It's totally ad-free. We do it for the love of the job. So if you want, you got 5 minutes sitting on the loo and you want to go and have a look at some Newcastle stuff, that's the place to go. But again, apologies for not mentioning everybody in the chat. We do our best to try and mention as many as we can, just to say hello. And if there's, like I say, if there's something relevant, then we'll have a discussion about it during the build-up. For anybody that becomes a new member, that will be highlighted. And anybody out there that wants to gift memberships to our viewers out there in Viewerland, then you will also be mentioned and thanked. So again, if we, I mean, I've got loads and loads of Man U fans locally to me because obviously being in Middle Earth, and they're all a little bit despondent, mate. They're not really going into tonight's game with any confidence whatsoever that they're going to get a result. Now, I mean, we have notoriously had a poor time at Old Trafford. Do you think now is the time to take them to task, or are we just being a little bit too overconfident?
What I think is that we have never had a better chance than we have now on paper. And I am supremely confident that we're going to do the business tonight. I think if we turn up and everybody plays their part, there's no reason at all why we shouldn't win comfortably. But isn't this just typical Newcastle when when we're not expected to do anything, we always do, and when we are expected to do something, you know, we'll let what trousers down, sort of thing. I'm just hoping that we've turned that corner, because performances for the last couple of months now have been really, really on the improve. Some of the results didn't start that way, but the performances still were, creating numerous chances. And like I say, if we can finish with dinner today, I've predicted 3-0, but I think it could be more. That's how confident I am. But with that comes the awful, horrible, being a Newcastle fan for 60 years, that when you're in those situations, you know, the football gods have a knack of coming kicking you up the rear end. So let's just hope that doesn't happen tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, it is one of them situations where, like I say, I mean, Amarin's under, well, say, according to sources, he's under a lot of pressure. There's already fans out there that are questioning his ability to get a team that's able to play the style of football and formation of football that he's requiring. Now, I've said when he first come, you know, the style of play he played with his 3-4-3 system looks great in divisions where you've got time on the ball, but there's very few teams in the Premier League that's going to allow you time. And when you do lose the ball, you've also then got to have the ability in players to actually recover. And they've been broken down many times and counter-attacked. And like I say, they've conceded lots more goals than I expected them to concede. But again, I also said when they bought a Nana, I didn't see a lot in the Nana for the money that they spent. Apart from obviously he's got a bit of a decent kick on him with his feet, but he seems all over the place with his hands. I mean, to me, I said from day one he was sponsored by Teflon because he can't hold anything. Are you? I mean, we said during I can't even remember. Was it Saturday that we did the review, and we said there was potentially one player that was worthy of coming into the Newcastle team. I know we had a Man U fan in the chat who'd amalgamated more or less a 50-50 side. But there isn't much in United that actually worries me. I know, like I say, I think Ahmad's a great player. I think down that right-hand side, his work rate is phenomenal. Yeah. But there was a potentially another one there, but I can't remember who it was.
Well, I was championing Harry Maguire.
Yeah. You said you said Harry.
Above Shea, but
I can't remember who it was now that we questioned. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All I'm saying to you is,
I've still got the team here that were wrote down on the predictions thing.
Oh, go on then.
There's only Diallo.
There was just Diallo.
Because I was overruled on Maguire. So yeah, when we did the compare the sides, there was only Diallo got into our side for Murphy.
Righty up.
And again, if you look at the stats for the season, Murphy's be out in front.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, like I said, it's funny, isn't it, when you look? But again, it just, you know, for me, that's not an individual thing. For me, that's how the team has changed its balance now. Where before we didn't get that balance, so there was very little coming in from the right hand side anyway. And once we'd closed off the left hand channel, we seemed to be running very much into a brick wall, and then it was the pendulum system coming into play. So I think we have turned a corner, and obviously results previously, especially in our last 3 matches, have shown that now we are starting to. Yeah, well, we say 4 matches, but I'm on about scoring goals.
Yeah,
11. 3. Yeah, exactly. So it is some turn of a corner. So for me, it's a case of all of the
more of the same.
Yeah, I mean all of the I suppose if you look at where we are, why we're playing, it all stacks in our favour, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah.
So why are we still unsure about going into this
because
game?
because we are Newcastle United. That's
Right.
why.
Yeah, exactly. And it is bloody Manchester United who seem to be one of our
Mm.
bogey sides. Anyway, I'm going to let you do the introductions of all those in Viewerland that have messaged in so far. While I'll just set up the team so we can have a look online with on screen as well of all the teams. Very
Well,
little has changed, to be fair, for the Newcastle side.
we've got a new name here. I don't know if you've seen him before. Mark Wagstaff. Quietly confident that we'll turn these over and hopefully not just win, but absolutely humiliate them.
Yeah, I
Tune,
love
tune,
that.
how are the lads, and welcome Mark Wagstaff.
Well, welcome, Mark.
Just hope complacency doesn't kick in and the lads don't think it's a gimme. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, they've got to go out there with the right mindset, haven't they?
Mighty Mark evening, guys. This has been like forever since our last game. Let's smash these rats. Been what, 4 days? I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like a lifetime now
It
because there's
does.
been games on virtually every game, isn't it?
Tune 007. Antagonising Geordie in the house. Would be farmer. Hello, Dennis. What's he got to say? I would bet the Toon squad smells blood. And they will trash them. NUFC, yours man, you were battering. Been coming for years. Yeah, well, let's hope you're right, Dennis. Be a Viking, evening all. Let's get up these monk. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Yeah, G, who else we got would be farmer again. Beer, PDK, evening PDK. Oh, but just by the by, that's something I need to do. Let's just have
What's
a
that?
quick look here and see.
Oh
We
yeah,
are still waiting for
predictions.
prediction from Chris. Oh yeah, Chris, get your prediction in. Ian Fleming put his in, I think. I need to look that one up. Niall Powell, come on, Annihilator. Want your
Yeah.
prediction? Jamie, and let me just double check this. Predictions. Right.
Now, that's an interesting from Connor. If we score from a direct corner, Man United would have conceded 3 of the same type of goals
3 in a row.
in 3 games. Yeah.
Well, I can't recall us ever scoring that direct from a corner. The nearest I can remember was Super Mac against Bolton Wanderers away in the cup.
Yeah.
Right, 3-1 says Jamie, 3-1 says Chris, 1-1 says Ian Fleming. So I'll just get those in.
There you go. You can do that while I have a quick look.
Ian Fleming 1.
Terence Burns. There's another name I haven't heard of. The Red
New
Devils will
name,
know all
hello.
about hell after we finish with them tonight. I totally hope so, Terence. But that's I love that. I love that. Oof. But it's really, really funny because I went shopping. I went and got some groceries, and there was a couple of Man U fans in the shop actually working, stacking the aisles, and I was listening to them while I was having a look down some of the goods, and it was so funny to listen to them. The one lad said he was obviously a season ticket holder, and he says, "I'm fucking not going tonight." He says, "I'm sick of it." He says, "I went the other day." He says, against Wolves, managed to get a ticket. He said, "I went to the game." He said it was bloody awful, and he said, "I'm not going there again." And I was like, "Well, isn't that typical of fans when the glory's not there? They don't seem to be bothered so much." Liam
Antagonising
McFarlane.
Geordie, you're in the chat. I haven't got your score, son.
Win is the old spot the ball coupon you've got in your background tonight. Remember the days?
Yeah, spot the ball.
Spot the ball.
Niall Powell, as I said, antagonising Geordie. Have you put it in yet? You're in the chat there. Come on.
Maybe it's my glass half full day that I've had, but got a bad feeling about this one. He's predicting a 1-2, praying to the high heavens I'm wrong.
This is AG.
That's Davey T.
Oh, right. Davey T's not in there.
Oh, there you go. Random access. Thank you so much, buddy. And that's gone to East Durham Mag. So welcome on board, East Durham Mag. You've got a gifted membership from Random Access. So feel free to jump on board with some of your comments. And don't forget, directly after tonight's match, we will be having post-match review. And obviously, you're all involved. So anybody that wants to come on and give your opinion of what you've seen.
AG 4-0 tune, Beer Viking 5-0 tune.
Whoa, crikey, that's amazing. I hopes. That's all I can say, I hopes. But thanks, Random, for that gift, buddy. You're a star, as always. Beer Viking, he's saying, apparently Villa Ice is there tonight performing pre-game. Apparently he's singing Mice, Mice, Baby, as they've had a bit of an outbreak, haven't they? Man United haven't scored a goal in 296 minutes with Dalot and Maz as fullbacks. Well, that's another great start. Thanks, Connor, for bringing them in. See the BS doing the rounds on Isaac not playing. Well, like I say, AG, we're going to show you the team in a moment. We're going to get it up on the screen. Same team as last game, David T.
Last 7.
What's that, buddy?
We've only lost twice out of the last 7 games. 2 draws, 3 wins, 2 losses. But they were both at Old Trafford.
I'm going to say, yeah.
And last season, that 3-2 last season.
That 3-2 killed us,
still
didn't
gets
it?
up my, again, not finishing what, didn't I? Chances are so hard to create. There's Ian Fleming.
Thank you, buddy. And that's gone to Will Smith. So welcome along, Will Smith.
Oh, celebrity fans now.
That's what I said. Yeah, absolutely. Royalty. So again, Will, you were being gifted, matey. You're free to come on board and give us your opinions post-game. So, without further ado, shall we have a look at the teams? Just going to have a quick meander, make sure that I've got everything on screen that I need. So it's visible for all. And then we'll get on and get cracking. Because like I say, I can't wait for this game to actually start. So let's put the teams up. I don't know what it is about. Never seems to want to share my screen sometimes. Right, here we go. These are the team news, boys and girls. Ooh, hope we smash these twats. Thanks, AG. £2. Right, then let's have a quick look at the teams then. So for Man United and Old Trafford, we've got Onana in goal. Delit, right side of centre-back. We've got Harry Maguire left-sided and got Martinez on the left side of centre-back. Dalot at left-back. Casemiro comes in for Mainu and in the back line there. In the midfield. And Eriksen comes in. And Mazraoui on the right side or a right wing back. Interesting that. We've got Dalot, Arad Dalot, who's to me has probably been the star of the show for Man United. And Xerxes coming. Xerxes on the left side. So obviously there's been, again, these are only rumours that I've heard, but there's been a bit of a fallout at Man United with the manager, with some of the younger players, the younger stars that aren't obviously fitting into this system. And they're questioning whether it's the system, and they have been benched. So, and obviously we've got Haaland up top again, not really showing. Well, not really showing as a centre forward at the minute. So hopefully that continues. And for Newcastle, there's Dubs in goal, Trippier right back, which again was a doubt. Fabian Schär, Byrne, Lewis Hall. Joe Linton, Tonali, and Bruno in the midfield. Murphy, Isak, and Anthony Gordon across the front three. Very, very much the same side. And the only real difference is you've got Tino Livramento's coming onto the bench. So for Man United, the substitutes are Bienda, Kokonki, Malacia, Yoro, Collier, Mainu, Anthony, Garnacho, and Rashford. So Rashford's come back
into the fold.
Out of the darkness. On our bench, on Newcastle's bench, we've got Vlachodimos, Tino Livramento, Lloyd Kelly, Harvey Barnes, Joe Willock, Sean Longstaff, Louis Smiley, Willa Sula, and Miguel Almiron. So that is the lineup. So very much as we said the other day, that there's no reason to actually change it. But I am going to put this up. Oh, you already had.
Before you do that, just say Michael McIntyre, brilliant friend of the show, and then a £10 super chat from him. Come on, United, the first.
Superb.
United.
Thank you very much, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Superb. So yeah, I mean, as the teams changed at all for you? I mean, was it what you expected from Manchester United? We saw that, you know, when we said probably Casemiro would come in and potentially Eriksen. I didn't expect Mainu to drop out of the side, but it just proves he shows no mercy to any player, does he?
No, I don't think you know what's going to turn up. To be honest, with Man United, they're in such disarray at the minute that you know, again, he's changed the lineup completely, virtually every department. How are they going to get to know one another? How are they going to build relationships on the pitch that you need? To me, you know, he's coming here with this sky-high reputation for what he did at Sporting, but they certainly haven't had the manager bounce that you would normally associate with a new manager coming in.
No, that's true. I mean, you know, I look at Man U and I said, you know, this 3-4-3 system, if they commit players forward and try and do the overloads, and I was showing you a little bit on the screen during the review where they play right and left a bit differently. You know, they try and play this right like virtually a straight line down the right hand side. So I would imagine tonight he'll play quite narrow with the back three at the back, and obviously with Dalot and Mazraoui pushing on. Again, I know Mazraoui's got a lot of what can I say? He works a lot. He's a bit of a grafter, but I've not seen any end product from him at all. I was more impressed with Dalot, if I'm honest with you, as their right side, as a right-sided player. But again, because he's moved over because of injuries to the left-hand side, he seems half the player over there, and he gets so far, and then obviously has to stop because doesn't seem to have very much of a left foot. So it's restricting them a lot. And again, Xerxes, again, he seems as though it was a panic buy with Xerxes. I don't know where or why they bought him, because he looks miles behind.
Well, basically because he's Dutch and Ten Hag wanted Dutch players.
Yeah. It is weird because, like, you know, when you look at it, you're looking at all these players that I mean, they've spent fortune, haven't they? You know, I would have loved half of the purse that they've used to build our squad.
This is news to me coming in, by the way. Richard Caldwell here saying, hey guys, I know you won't be bothered because it's Man U, but don't you think it's sick that Radcliffe wants to take down their 3 statues?
Believe me, together we can change history.
I don't know where that's come from.
That's Chris in the background.
Right, because I mean, it's not 3 statues; it's 1 statue of all.
We are knackered.
Yeah. But I think that's what he means. It's the.
I mean, what's he even thinking about?
I don't know. He's losing a lot of supporters, you know.
My God, not off.
I mean, obviously, he's certainly come in with the mindset to make change, they'll obviously try and claw some money back. But when you look at, I mean, you was making the discussion the other day when we were talking about it, and and I can't remember the exact figures, but it's 40 grand a year that he's taken away. When you work it, on
Yeah.
the base of things, 40 grand a year for Man United is pennies.
Yeah,
And
that was
that's
it's for those who weren't watching. His latest cost-cutting exercise is to stop the Man United donation every year, £40,000 a year, to the former Manchester United Players Association, which basically what it does is any ex-Man United player, the main purpose of it is to pay for their funerals if they can't
if
afford
they can't
funerals
afford to.
themselves.
Yeah.
And he's the first they knew about it was on December the 27th when they contacted the club to say we haven't had your £10,000 payment this month, to be told that, oh, you're not getting it, we've stopped it. So the whole thing just stinks.
Yeah. Well, there's an interesting one from Beard. I'm always surprised how quickly people get sucked into the hyperpole at Man
Hyperbole.
United. If they lose the couple of games, they will be very difficult. We've won once since 1974 in the league. Wow,
Yeah, but
that's
and I always say history is, what happened then bears no significance. In reality, it bears no significance at all with what's going to happen tonight, or at least it shouldn't do. Let's just get our. We've got the best team on the pitch. It's a team 99% of Newcastle fans would have picked. They're playing brilliantly. They're scoring goals for fun. They're not conceding goals. They're working their socks off. If we do that tonight, there's only one result.
yeah. I mean, for me, I can virtually see what he's trying to do in the midfield. Our midfield is obviously, as well as it's been outstanding with these three in the middle in the positions that they are. And I can understand him obviously bringing Casemiro in there because obviously he'll want a spoiler. For me, it's going to be, with Eriksen, I never look at, I mean, I know Eriksen's, he's a great footballer. He's got, he can pass a ball, but he's not the type of boy that's going to win you battles in the middle of the park. So I can see them being very outnumbered in the middle if they don't have any support from like Xerxes. And again, I did make a comment about Ahmad the other day. The one thing that I've noticed with Ahmad, he prefers to run forward rather than back. And again, it's how much cover that these guys get. My biggest concern is if we get into that situation where we go a little bit gung-ho, which doesn't seem to happen that regular these days. We seem to be a little bit more. There's more construction in our build-up. Yes, we progress the ball quicker, but we don't just hammer the ball forward and then press as a whole unit. What seems to be happening at the moment, it seems to be, one goes, one stays, and it's lovely to see this system of play now, like a fluid midfield, and again, you're reaping rewards now because you are or have got players playing in the correct areas. With Tonali playing in that six, and he's not always the deepest man, but when he plays in that role and the way he orchestrates the game from there, the biggest thing that I've seen and the best thing for Newcastle is the recovery run. When we lose the ball or we get turned over, his recovery back into position is fantastic. And I often say you can always see a really decent player, and 9 times out of 10, that's when he's not got the ball. Because if you can read the game and you read the game well, you always seem to be able to put yourself in the right positions to get the ball back, or at least stop the play from going forward. So, for me, he's been a massive positive coming into the side, and obviously working that 6 role, even though, like I say, he's not the a natural 6. He's like I suppose a made 6, but he's one of those players very similar to Bruno, if you like. He'll just go out there and play to the best of his abilities, but he looks more suited as a 6.
Yeah. Connor just saying the Man United lineup to me is to try and keep the score down and get a draw. I think there could be a lot of truth in that, to be fair.
I think it's definitely one to hit us on the break. I think you'll find that the likes of Xerxes will come deeper into the midfield to support. They'll go quite narrow at the back, I would have thought, with Dallo and Mazraoui tucked in. But again, it's the ball over the top. The one thing that you can say that they've got a bit of pace up top with Diallo, and I mean, I wouldn't say he's extremely quick, but Hoyland and Mazraoui have both hurt us before.
Just to interrupt you there, Gary, just on Sky at the minute, they're showing Champions League bonus place. England are 97.8%
of getting that 5th spot.
Certain of getting the 5th place.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. That's on the Opta predictor. I mean, that's what I was showing you before, when we were questioning whether they should be there. But I think we only need 2 teams to get to the quarterfinals. But from this new setup that they've got, and I say quarterfinals of the Champions League, and then obviously whoever the other teams do
you get double points in the Champions League to the other 2 competitions.
Yeah, exactly. So it is going to be a good one. But for me, I always think there's more than us sitting for that 5th position. So I want to hunt down the rest of the pack, and when you look at it,
I'm going for 2nd.
29 points. We are 6 points behind Chelsea, sitting in 4th. And they have done well, Chelsea. So I can't, apart from Nottingham Forest, obviously, again, I think that bubble will burst at some point. But you were talking at the start of
that's what they all said about Eddie, like when in our scene, everybody was saying it can't last, but
you've got Jamie.
It did.
Yeah, Jamie Carragher doing his best to obviously shout Liverpool through the roof about manager of the season so far. And to me, as well as yourself, we both said you can't rule out Nunes for the job that he's done at Nottingham Forest.
No.
Even though, when we played Nottingham Forest at the City Ground, they certainly didn't look a team that was lying in 2nd place.
No.
Now, you could say, that was one of them games where they just weren't able to control or do what they needed to do. But for me, it's like I was saying, we've changed the way we play. It's more of a controlled build-up rather than a panic build-up now. And it's like, when we do hit the ball up top, it's who's going to make that secondary run to support the lads with the ball. And you can see what's happening now when you start scoring goals from across the park. And for me, that's been the highlight for me since, I'm going to say the Brighton game, because that was probably one of those times, being a Newcastle fan, where you can go and play really well and come away with absolutely nothing. And to be fair, if you don't score, you don't deserve anything, do you? So it's always going to be a case of, should we do better now? Well, like I said, the world's your oyster now. The way the team are playing, the way it's set up, with everybody contributing towards goals and a lot more players now assisting. And the one thing that again, we always talk about, but we don't talk enough of, is we ain't conceding silly goals anymore. I think Dan Burn, to me, has been, he's marshalled that back line so well, and rightfully, Botman now ain't going to race back to get into the side because Burn's playing superbly well. The only concern for me, and I said it before, is Shaw in the air. And sometimes he plays the percentage balls a little bit too much for my liking out the back line. I'd rather him, and I know a lot of teams like to get to the front line really quick, but for me, if it's not a guaranteed pass, and I know not, I say guaranteed, and I mean, if you're not 75% or more thinking about getting that, getting the ball to the player, then you shouldn't be playing it. So for me, it should be into the midfield and then going. I know people will often say, well, you see the midfield drop deep to create space in and behind. But if the pass isn't there, don't pass it. And I think sometimes he tries to play that ball a little bit too often for me, and doesn't always get that opportunity. And we, like I say, once we've got the ball,
the only counter to that is when he does.
Yeah, exactly. It works superb. That's what I'm saying. But you've also got to take on board, Win, the fact that for us to keep going on the momentum, the less we give the ball away, the more chance we get to score goals. So for me, it's not a case of saying that you should stop altogether. What I'm saying to you is it should be worked on percentages.
I'm just looking as well at the ages of Man United's team at the minute, and through the centre, they've got Ericsson 32, Casemiro 32, Maguire 31, Mazrui 27, and Dalot 26, Martinez 26. So you've got old heads but slow legs. I would like to put that down to.
Yeah, well, like I said, there is with the way they set up here, you don't really expect the middle of the park to do anything apart from just sitting in the hollows. You're wanting your lads from the width. You've already got three up top. You're wanting the lads like Dalot and Mazraoui to support more than the middle two. But again, we all know that Ericsson in and around the box can surprise you. But we also know, like you said, we also know that the gas is going to burn quite quickly at a certain point. It's not going to be a given. So if they come out as Connor thinks that they're going to come out and do a sitting job, then they've got to start. They've got to do a counter and work on a counter pretty quick, because as the game goes on, we should be more and more favourites, to be fair.
But if Amarim is this super astute coach that he's renowned to be, will he not have done his homework and said, all these results that Newcastle have had when teams have been going at them, and we've always struggled against the low block. And so when it's a low block, say maybe he's thinking in the main rate, we'll give them the ball and let's see what they can do.
Yeah.
Because that's worked for quite a few teams in the past. We tend to get our best results when we have had the least possession. And if he's thinking about that, but the form that our lads are in at the minute, the only way is up as far as I'm concerned. Gordon's back on fire, harrying everything, chasing everything. You've got Tonali in the form of his life. Well, I'm saying in the form of his life, the best form we've seen him in. No doubt he's replicated that for Milan many times that we haven't seen. Bruno has been given a new lease of life with Tonali playing as well as he's been playing. And the same with J7. I mean, cutting in and blasting that one in the other day. That's the trouble. My worry is I am so confident tonight that the football gods have got a nasty habit of coming and kicking you in the nuts.
Yeah.
It could be something stupid like a silly sending off or, whatever. And as a Newcastle fan for too long, this tends to happen all the time. So let's hope. If it doesn't, if we can get a proper result tonight, you know, I think what it means we're really back in business, and we can really look forward to going to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and giving somebody else a spanking, because
Yeah,
they do leave gaps at the back.
I mean, I agree with Vendetta. It's the worst Man United team seen in 39 years on the planet. If we cannot beat these twats, no, we will never will. And that's exactly what we were saying today. I don't know what Ten Hag and even Dan Ashworth, because I mean, you've got to put some onus on Dan Ashworth as well,
Yeah.
because he's got the coin. And he's the one who's gone out there and supported Ten Hag. So for me, it's a strange one, because, like I say, this team, I look at it, and we struggled to find any one of them. I mean, people will say, "Oh, you know, Rashford will come into our side." No, I don't think he would. I don't think he would at all. I just don't think he's mentally right at all at this present moment in time.
Rashford in his prime may have done, but he's far from that now. He's all over the place.
Well, you know, we all said about Garnacho. I mean, to me, when I look at Garnacho and I look at what he brings on that left-hand side, all of the Argentinians, you know, when he plays international, were saying he's going to be some superstar. And yet, you know, even he is struggling with Amarin. And again, I don't know what goes on at Man U. But there's something not quite right. Now, like I say, it is sometimes difficult for any manager to come in and change the ethos, change the mentality of players, play in a certain way. And it does take time. But you also have to have the right players to suit the tactic that you're trying to develop. Now, you know, there's nothing, and I've often gone back to this, you know, you don't change something, even though, yes, under Ten Hag, they weren't an amazing team. But, you know, we saw what this team can do against Man City. You know, if you give the opportunities and you allow the runners, like Man City did, they'll score goals. Now, you know, to me, yes, I know that's not Garnacho, but to me, that just shows you they have got teams like Diallo, players like Diallo who can hurt you, and that's what I said. It's about getting them involved in the side. But I don't understand, and I go back to I'm the captain, so I must have the ball, and we still have with certain players in our team that effect with Bruno. You know, especially with the youngsters. Every time Miley, and I go to Miley because Miley's renowned for doing it. Longstaff's another one. Whenever Bruno's in the middle and he plays in that deeper role, whoever's playing around him will always want to give him the ball. Doesn't matter where, if there's a better pass on, they always want to give him the ball. And it slows you down a little bit. And it's like passing that responsibility. And that's very much like Fernandes does for Man United. He wants everything to come through him, or at least get involved from, you know, the ball around him. So for me, it's a case of, are they going to be better without him tonight, which potentially could happen, or is it the fact that now, you know, this team needs a complete rebuild from the bottom up? And a lot of fans, a lot of Man United fans, are going from they need to get rid of a lot of this deadwood because it just doesn't suit, or they don't play the type of football that Man United fans expect.
But
So
it's almost impossible for them to get rid of it.
Well, it is for the money that they spent,
because of the wages they're on, and how much it would cost them.
It's mad.
You know, because if they've got, you know, they'll have amortized those players who are, you know, Casemiro, you know, 90 million, so he'll be costing them whatever 18 million a year. So even if they unload him, they're stuck with that 18 million for the next. How long's he been there now? 2.5 years. So they've still got 60 million on their books for him. They ain't going to get anywhere near 60 million for him.
No.
So, they're more. Andy's on whatever 280 grand a week.
Yeah,
So
it's mad, isn't it?
They're stuck with him, and this is a massive problem that they've got. Okay, they've got gigantic revenue streams, but that's all being eaten away, as witnessed by the fact that what's his face is trying to cut costs left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
Pound foolish, penny wise.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to do it myself because I am just watching us on YouTube here. If you can, everybody that's watching, just pause if you haven't already and just press like for us. We are literally 14 minutes away from the match starting. So I can just see the
200
lads.
watching all over the place now, and we've only got 73 likes. Come on, hit the like button.
Well, there you go. I've just done it, so that's another one. So
75.
Yay! There you go. So yeah, we've got 13 minutes before the start of the game. So as you can hear, we've got a little bit of background noise now, a little bit of ambience going on. So that's not from the game. That literally is just ambient noise, guys. So, but yeah, it is strange the way I look at this United team and think where or who could do any better at this present moment in time. And again, I said it today. They'd have been better off sticking with Ten Hag.
I can think of somebody who would do a good job, though.
Who's that? Eddie?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we're not privy to what's going on in that dressing room, and at the end of the day, I couldn't give a toss. As long as it's not working for them, that'll do it for me. We need to say to them, look, we're not bothered about you. You'll be bothered about us, and that's an attitude we should have had for a long time now. We have got one hell of a team there now, and we ain't got a bad bench either. So let's just get some chest.
Get some chest.
Go out there and stick it up them. Yeah. Domination in this generation.
12 minutes away from the start of the match. So, like I say, you'll see the time that we have will be the time that the match starts for us. Maybe a little bit behind for you guys. So again, if I could just ask you, please, no spoilers in the chat. Just allow us to catch up with you guys, and then obviously we can all celebrate together. It's just literally going through the team lineup and the formation as we speak, and so no real difference.
Ratcliffe has approached Newcastle for second-hand wheelie bins and old battling tools.
So, yeah, you're able to put the screen on now. When if you go onto the private match onto your editor, don't obviously press transition.
Beard says, I'm staying humble here. Diallo is exactly the type of player that Hall will have issues with. Hall is class, but not exactly nippy. And neither are any of the back four.
Well, like I say, it was him who scored the goals against us last season. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can have your own problems with these guys if you allow them to come onto it and free run. So you've got to have the ability to run with the players. So for me, that's a must.
Just having a quick look through the Ashington. I haven't seen Ashington before. I don't feel sorry for Man U. They laughed at us with Ashley. They only care when we might be a challenge in future.
Yeah, absolutely true. And that's what I said, when you look back, it's what goes round comes round, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, these are some of the other measures, that have been reported. They didn't replace the tea lady, getting rid of the groundsmen who've been there for
Groundsman.
decades.
Yeah. Because apparently his cost for the ground was extortionate, so they've replaced him.
Pound foolish, penny wise.
Well, if anybody's interested, I'm actually drinking unicorn beer. But I have got.
We won't go into the unicorn zone.
No, exactly. I have got my lucky grog on the floor though, which I'll be opening very, very soon.
I've got the rescue dog in the fridge if need be. I'm hoping I won't need it.
Oh, I'm going to drink it. I don't buy it to sit and, just in case. But it is interesting to see what's going to happen tonight. But like I say, all of the pundits, though, very rarely do we get all of the pundits on our side. And some of the scores that I've seen, potential scores, is crazy. There's when you look at some are saying 3-4-0 to Newcastle. And even now, I've put down on the prediction that I've put down 3-1. And I look back now and I keep thinking to myself, where do these score? I've actually got these to score a goal, but can I see them scoring? And if we play as well as we have done over especially at the back, I don't think they've got enough noughts to actually get anything from us.
Well, as I say, Diallo is the main threat as far as I'm concerned. Richard, I'm really happy with Man U and Spurs get us up to 35 points. But I'm also keeping a good eye on Forest. They're amazing to be second. Why did we get rid of Chris Wood?
Well,
there's lots of people saying that. Listen, I would do exactly the same thing tomorrow.
What, you'd get rid of Chris Wood?
Yeah.
See, I said from day one, I'm just going to try and clean me glasses because they are filthy before the start of the match.
Richard Colville there saying, what's more amazing is the only team to beat Liverpool is Forest. I do wish Brian Clough was still alive. He'd be loving it, seeing his beloved Forest in second place.
Yeah, he would.
He would. Brian
Absolutely.
Clough, yeah.
I don't know what's the matter with my glasses just lately. I definitely need some new ones.
25 minutes to go, lads. I'm getting butterflies, mate. The anticipation is killing me. Well, that was 25 minutes. Now. It's only 6 minutes now, so...
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. I wonder whether there's going to be many empty seats there tonight.
No, I think it'll be a sellout. Normally is.
I'm not sure whether that's any better, to be fair.
When was that? It was 2000.
What's that?
When Newcastle last week
when United. Well, in the league, we beat them last year, didn't we? That was
the League Cup. I'm talking about at Old Trafford. It was 2013. Beat them 1-0.
At Old Trafford?
Yeah, I think that was that the Kabay goal? I think it might have been.
2013. Wow.
Johan Kabay. 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at trying to do a comparison against Harry Maguire. I mean, I don't know why these guys do that. They put Harry Maguire and Joe Linton as a comparison on SofaScore. I mean, it's chalk and cheese. But I mean, we've dropped a couple of places, obviously, because of the games that happened yesterday. So Man City have got above us and Bournemouth have gone back above us. So we're sitting on 7th
Teams
on
are in the
29
tunnel.
points. Yeah. And Man United are at 14th. So won 1 and lost 4 over the last 5 games. 14th and on 22 points. So not a lot will change tonight for them. Obviously go up a couple of places if all the other results go for them. So they'll go up to 11th if they win tonight. So they've got a lot to work for. So let's fingers crossed the predictions that everybody's put in comes to fruition. So let's see. So the lads are just walking out now. Dun, 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 dun. This is what we want.
The countdown clock there, 3 minutes 6.
Yeah. 3 minutes. And here we go. It's just going to be time for me to get the gragoot. And we're going to get going. I must admit, I need to thank Chris because that does look a lot better. Does it for you?
Yeah, it looks. It's still, when you expand it, it's still a bit ugly, but it's perfectly watchable.
Perfectly watchable.
3-0 Chelsea, 2-1 Villa, 2-1 Newcastle. It's from Nick Fadley, who I haven't seen before.
Right.
Welcome, Nick.
Welcome, Nick.
Mark Todd, enough of the would have, should have, could have. We need to play as a team. We need to, if we do.
Well, I think this is going to show, like I said, I keep saying it, it's going to show where we are. If we go to Man United now and get the results, and I mean get the result in a dominating fashion, which we have been doing over recent weeks, then, like I said, there's no reasons why we can't stay in touch now with the lads around us, especially if we can get a couple of players in for, in the January window. And I know that's the same for everybody. But for me,
that is the mighty win, one and only mighty win, Richard Caldwell.
Oh, right, they're still asking about your backdrop. I'm just looking at certain things there. If you just want to, they've just gone. They always go to an advert just before the match starts.
Nobody's paying 350 from it. Why played footy before there were photographs. Steady.
Love it.
Yeah, hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button. If you're watching on, any other thing than YouTube, flip over to YouTube and get the like button hit.
Ipswich have gone in the lead by the looks of it.
As is their wont. Very remiss.
The lads are in the huddle.
Yeah, Ipswich 1, Chelsea 0.
Yeah.
Brighton 1, Villa 0.
Yeah. Villa have already, are suffering as well, aren't they, at the minute?
Yeah.
So here we go then, boys and girls.
Let's
Newcastle
get the show on the road.
Right to left. And we're off. Tonali now plays it to Hall all the way back to Dan Burn. And straight away, Man United are on the press, trying to put Dubs under a bit of pressure. Dubs goes to find Murphy. Comes back to the trip now, back to Tonali. Tonali looks to sweep it out to Gordon, but just a little bit too hard. Just on the halfway line, it goes out for the throw into Newcastle. But United have come out the blocks there. They really come at Newcastle then when they played it back to Dubravka. Mazraoui now. Throws it to Maguire. Maguire all the way back to De Ligt. And he plays it all the way back for Onana to get a touch. And he
now it's us that's doing the
Martinez. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be like two heavyweights in the ring. This is, mate. I'll tell you. Tonali now picks the ball up to J7. The ball at the back for Murphy. Murphy tries to. It was just literally took off his toes there, but from Dalot, great recovery tackle to be fair. Just as Murphy was just going to try and square the ball, Dalot just literally got his foot to it and got it out got it away from Murphy. So Onana now goes long. Shaw gets his head underneath that, and Bruno and J7 winning the battle in the middle. J7 comes out the ball. He tries to get the ball through, but he gets a little catch then, and he looks at the referee to say, "Come on, ref." But the referee said, "No, let's carry on, please." Shaw now. Yeah, exactly. Back to Dubs. Trippier back to Shaw, who plays it really good ball into Bruno. And the ball goes up to the middle to try and create some space there, but like I say, it didn't quite come off. Now De Ligt is just, again, everybody's just slowed right down. Again, no pressure on the ball. Then all of a sudden it's go for it, and all of the front line go together, which is, again, brilliant from J7. Gets it back from Mazraoui. United win it again. Gordon again is looking for some support from the ref. Xerxes tries to play it up to Highland, who loses the ball. Murphy looks for the ball over the top. Isak's running for it, but Onana gets his foot to it. But again, well done, Isak, because he closed Onana down, who struggled to get that ball under control. Looked like he'd got lots of time. But then, unfortunately, like I say, with his right foot, wasn't very comfortable, and he just kicks it out of play to a throw-in, which has been taken now. So, and Byrne plays it back to Dubravka. Again, Highland just sits off him, no pressure. Kieran Trippier now, just looking to move the play in front of him and just say, "Come on, let's get some movement." Shaw to Tonali, who just comes and gets the ball. He plays it quickly to Bruno. Bruno on the right hand side plays it inside to Murphy. Murphy up to Isak, it back into Bruno. Bruno looks over the top now for the run of Gordon. Gordon brings it down, gets a touch, hammers it into the goal, and he's the goal! Alexander Isak! Whoa!
What a
Get
ball!
in! What an absolute quality team goal that was. Phenomenal. Well done, boys. What a goal. Absolutely tremendous. Superb ball. Lovely movement as well.
Bruno, lovely ball out to Gordon, edge of the box, cross first time, and Isak between the two. Bosh.
Bruno looks up, sees Gordon with lots of time, has a great first touch out of his feet, and literally just swings it in. In actual fact, it was Lewis Hall. It's Lewis Hall.
Oh, it is Lewis Hall.
Yeah, it's Lewis Hall. Even though, like I say, from here it did look like Gordon, but it's not.
Different Blondie. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Oh, it takes a deflection actually off.
But I mean, to be fair, again, you've got to put it in the mixer to get something back, haven't you?
Come on.
So superb stop. Yes. Super. Oh, who's offside? Seriously?
Oh.
They're looking for Lewis Hall to be offside here. But, I mean, he didn't look anywhere near offside.
Surely he's on there.
It didn't look anywhere near offside to me, but, you know, I mean, I could be totally wrong. I'm just looking at the replay again. Now, it comes out to Lewis Hall, and like I say, it does get a slight deflection from Mazraoui off the thigh. And the goal's been given by the looks of it. And it's 1-0 to Newcastle. Yes.
Come on.
So United start again. That's a great start. 4 minutes, and we're on the score sheet. Banana goes long, but it's headed clear by Shaw. Kept in play, and they again just trying to play the nice little triangles in the middle of the park. United, but again Newcastle, as always, in the middle of the park, swarming them, not giving them any opportunities or time to get on the ball. Long ball up towards Highland, but again, no issues. Flicks over the top, and it goes all the way back to Dubs. Well, we couldn't have asked for a better start than that, could we, mate?
And that's 3 games on the trot now. First 3 minutes.
Early goal. And it goes back to what Eddie was saying, though, buddy, doesn't it? When we were saying about, goals change games. Because now they've got to do something. Murphy now on the right-hand side. Sorry, it was easy to Murphy. Through. Yeah, it's a bit blurry for me, so I apologise if I get a couple of players wrong. Because all I can see is black and white shirts. I have no idea who's got the ball. That looks like Bruno. Isaac tries to play the ball through to Tonali, but he's lost the ball. And it's
free kick.
Referee. Shaw goes into the back of Highland, and Highland goes straight to the ground. Just going to have a quick look to see if any of the chat, what the chat have said.
Amarin looking very agitated on the sidelines.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
we are having a laugh, absolutely. But Martinez back to Maguire now.
Back again.
Yeah. Just again, the press is getting to them. Ahmad, for the first time I've seen him with the ball, to be fair, has to come deep.
Dan Burn right up in there.
Dan Burn, I'm going to say, yeah. Ahmad tried to reverse the ball around the corner, but there was nobody there for him. Ahmad just tripped Hall there. So, free kick. All the way back to Dan Burn now. Back to Dubs.
Out of his box.
Yeah. Dubs just drawing the players on, and Tonali.
Yeah, Tonali in and straight away.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Straight away. Yeah, exactly.
One
Hall
touch.
got a bit of boy plays it inside to J7. J7 unfortunately loses the ball there. Again, United into the centre circle now with Ericsson. Go to Dallo. Martinez on the halfway line. Now going just through the motions, United. The other United, I should say. Ball over the top to try and get in behind, but totally overhit from United again, causing us no issues whatsoever. I'm just looking at the rerun of Isaac, look, not interested at all, and then all of a sudden he's just like, oh, I'll have that header, bang. Really interesting. And he's got himself perfectly positioned just behind Maguire and in front of Martinez. And they're all questioning, what's going on.
They're all
here.
having to go at each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Anthony Gordon now to J7. J7 out to Murphy. Murphy looks up. He just dinks one to the middle of the box. Just behind Isaac. Dallow. Ahmad now tries to get the ball. They're all asking for the corner there, but the ball's kept in play. Shaw plays it first time to Bruno. Back out to Murphy.
Here we go.
Trippier to Nala. Yeah. Bruno now. He's just wants some players to move on. Murphy just hanging back a little bit. But again, this is his fluid system. Lovely little give and go to Bruno and Tonali. Tonali tries to feed into Isaac, but it was blocked. Comes back out to Bruno. Bruno to Trips. Back to Bruno. Bruno's these, Tonali and Bruno have just got such a great understanding now. They look like they're really enjoying it out there. Ball comes all the way back to Dan Burn, out to Hall. Ball looks up, plays it back to Dan Burn, who plays the ball over the top for Anthony Gordon to run onto.
Come on.
Anthony Gordon tries to go inside. He gets to the ball. He plays it square.
J7
just goes over the bar.
Unselfish.
Very unselfish. Very lovely play, to be fair, from Anthony Gordon. Really tricks his player. Great ball over the top from Dan Burn. He's got Mazraoui for company. Mazraoui thinks it's going all the way, tries to stand him up, but first touch from Anthony Gordon. But it was a real poor ball actually from Anthony Gordon. The deflection from De Ligt comes to J7, who first time fires it over the top.
Yeah, I would rather that Gordon had a shot then, to be honest. 2020 hindsight, of course.
I could see what he was trying to do. Again, Man United try and do the a counter.
Dub's so confident with his feet.
Yeah, absolutely. Never looks in any bother, does he? What a lovely little ball. It makes Tonali turn though. Tonali sees Lewis Hall free, so Gordon goes inside. Tonali says, "I'll have it again. Give it me." One touch out of his feet, and he's playing in Shaw. Again, he always seems to have space around him, Tonali.
Yeah, he knows where it's going before he gets it.
Interesting setup though with Bruno, or I've noticed with this one, Bruno's gone really wide from that middle three. It's as if he's trying to pull. That's a lovely little jink down the side to Isak. Isak comes inside onto the corner of the box. He looks up. He has a shot, but it's blocked. Martinez now and Dalot trying to play a bit of tricks, but he's tackled by Murphy. Murphy out on the touchline now. Plays the ball back to Trippier. Not being much involved yet, Trippier. Tries a lovely little ball over the top to Bruno. Bruno has time to control it. Still on the edge of the box. Brings it back to Anthony Gordon, who thinks about shooting, but it's just took off his toe by Martinez. And Manchester United try to bring it away. But again, no space for them at all to control the ball. And it's straight away recovered and played all the way back to Dubs. Hall now, back to Shaw. Shaw looks up, plays to Trippier. Lots of space. Now Man United play it in 10 yards around them. Tonali looks for the ball over the top once again, straight onto Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon's got Hall on the inside. He wants to come himself. Again, he's trying to he has 3 players over him that time. Tonali says, "I'll have it here." About 40 yards. Tonali's tackling the referee there. So much control of the game, haven't we? It's phenomenal, to be fair.
65.
You wouldn't think we're at Old Trafford, put it that way.
No.
Shaw goes long again. He's seen a great run from Anthony Gordon. Oh, it wasn't. It was Lewis Hall. And there was first touch was really poor from Lewis Hall there. I thought he had the opportunity to try and do something. Great little jinking from Tonali to J7. J7 to Bruno. Bruno looks up. He plays it out to Murphy. Murphy looks up. He plays it into the box, to the back stick. And Anthony Gordon just trying to get on the end of it, but couldn't quite manage to get it back into the mixer. Again, nice build-up.
Look at Trips going on the overlap.
Yeah, lovely ball to the back stick. But and Anthony Gordon tries a volley, an instep volley at the back stick, but just off the top of his boot, and it goes wide. Well, he's off his shin. Great ball into the back stick from Murphy.
Excellent. And Dan Burn just mopping up.
Yeah. Like I said, the guys at the back, that's what I said to you.
This interplay in midfield at the minute is quality. Oh, another one.
Yeah. Oh, Xerxes runs into the back of Tonali. Tonali just stands his ground, and Xerxes on the ground saying, "I'll have a little bit of Italy." Free kick just inside Newcastle's half to Man United.
I didn't think that was a free kick.
No, it was a bit much, to be fair. Ericsson with the ball over the top, cleared by, I think that was Shaw. Bruno now. Oh, he's lost the ball there. Man United get it back. Again, just going backwards. That I can't understand that. Ericsson had loads of time to pick a player, but he'd rather play it into De Ligt. Martinez now. Dalot into Ericsson. Haven't seen much of Casemiro, to be fair. Xerxes, back to Martinez, back to Ericsson.
Highland's making some interesting runs that aren't being picked up.
Yeah, there's another ball over the top there, which is mopped up. And Casemiro just tries to win the ball back, and he plays it all the way down towards Mazraoui, and Hall. Gordon plays it inside to Burn. Again, so much comfort on the ball. First time ball over the top to try and get Isak and Murphy out. I thought if Isak could have got onto the end of that, I think we were in again behind
1-1.
Yeah. Again, it just proves the lads have seen something different all the time in each game. Trippier all the way back to Shaw. Nice, comfortable. Again, don't look in any trouble. Cheers, everybody. Anybody that's out there. Again, Man United stationary, not really committing themselves to the challenge. Shaw tries to find Gordon, but again, a little bit like a misplaced ball. Comes all the way back, but Bruno now, he's just trying to clear the ball, and he again goes over the top. We got Murphy running onto this. He's clear. 1-on-1 here, Murphy. Oh, what are you trying to do, lad? Oh, it was Isak. Sorry. Isak trying to jink it in there. He was out on the right-hand side, hence I said it was Murphy. And there was a ball over the top. He was clear. Martinez just goes ball watching, the ball over the top, and Isak was running on goal, a bit of a tight angle, but he tries to literally dink it over. He was trying to just loft it.
Through it.
Absolutely. He should have driven that into the back stick. But he was trying to be a little bit too clever. But again, it just shows you how easy it is to get behind Man United in this system. They are so poor. Oh, great win of the ball back there from Anthony Gordon. Bruno just waits for Murphy to catch him. Murphy drops his shoulder, goes to the byline, tries to get the ball across, but it's cut out and blocked at the front post. Goes long to trying to seek out Xerxes, but again, poor pass out of defence from Man United. Really poor.
Toonami Philly reminding everyone, don't forget extra time at midnight tonight, folks.
Yeah. That was. I mean, I don't know what he was trying to do there. Yeah. I don't know what he was. He obviously gave the keeper the eyes, Isak, thinking that he was probably going to go down. Bruno now in the middle to Tonali. First time touch back to Bruno. He's come on the inside left position now. Out to Gordon. Gordon driving at Mazraoui towards the box. Gordon looks up, little dink towards the back post.
Get
yes! J7 with a goal this time. Get in. J7. What a goal that was. Superb play again.
Come on.
I mean, that is just tremendous play. Get in.
Just proper football.
Fantastic. All of their heads are down. All of them. They're just so despondent. What a goal. What a goal.
Friends said it couldn't be done.
Yet again, J7 comes on the inside this time, allowing J7 up through the middle. Anthony Gordon goes running towards the box. J7 just delays his run, gets in front of Martinez. Again, not a great competition. And manages just to get his head onto it. And Onana just doesn't even attempt to go for it. But again, there's so much space for everybody. I seriously, again, I can only blame Amrin for this tactic because it is so poor. There is space down each side.
And Onana was watching the player there. He was frightened of getting hurt instead of watching the ball.
Yeah. Onana goes long this time.
The Toonami loud and clear in the background.
Yeah, absolutely. Ahmad now to Mazraoui. Gordon's all over him, so he's gone all the way back to De Ligt. I mean, again, you look at the money that they forked out on De Ligt. Hasn't even been involved. I feel sorry for Harry Maguire, to be fair, because he has been left wide open all the time. Again, look at that ball. I mean, you know, a clearance like that and it goes straight out of play down the line. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Great assist from Gordon, to be fair.
Yeah.
It come off J7's shoulder, you know.
It did.
Ball down to Shaw, who plays it into Dubs. Dubs looks up and he's trying to get an outlet. Nice little dink over Ahmad to Anthony Gordon. Sorry, it was Hall. Back to Dan Byrne, who tries to bring it into the middle of the park. Headed clear towards Xerxes, but again, Bruno sees that, cuts that ball out, and Xerxes comes in and takes the ball off Bruno. Ball plays quickly towards Highland. Hall comes back to try and jockey. Comes back to Casemiro, Mazraoui, Delict. Man United now into the swing of it a little bit. 22 minutes into the game, and it's the first time really that Man United have put half a dozen passes together.
Villa have equalised.
Oh, have they?
Which is a good result for us.
Yeah. If it stays that way, it is.
Yeah.
Martinez now. Dallo. Bruno just, again, the lads just putting this block in front of them. It's like a 4-5-1, and it's very difficult for any of the passing lanes to become free. And like I say, every ball then is contested. And the lads just aren't really bothered if the ball rebounds back to a United player because it's going backwards. It's not attacking them. And again, all about the passing lanes. Ball always comes back to the lads, the back three, if you like. And Newcastle then resets, and it slowly progresses up the field. But it's, again, it doesn't look like they're under any pressure whatsoever. Pushing United further and further back into their own half. And it comes to the ball, and again jockeyed by Hall to Licht, who plays it all the way back to Onana. Fizzes it out to Dallo. Dallo then tries a long ball into the middle of the park. It comes all the way down to Highland. Highland tries a give and go to try and get behind. Great defending there by Trippier, to be fair, to get the other side of Highland, and he clears the ball, but again it's back to Casemiro. Casemiro into Xerxes, just trying to give and go, but again, really poor play between Mazraoui. Gave it and carried on the run.
No, don't get caught there, Bruno, man.
Yeah, he's going to get the free kick there, surely. No free kick.
No, they just wanted too long.
Yeah. Well, I agree. It wasn't the best play. United now just carrying on with the build-up, just on the halfway line. Ericsson. Dallo, all the way back to Martinez, just inside his own half. Again, this system that we're starting to play, as you can see here, no passing lanes, everybody goes with a runner, and it's slowly being squeezed until it goes all the way back to Onana. And then they press as a team, as a unit, look. And that's, I mean, he's really lucky there, Delict. And again, well done, Anthony Gordon.
Yep.
Wasn't allowed to get the ball forward. Anthony Gordon closed him down. The ball got deflected. Could have got anywhere, but it went out for a goal kick to Man United. So we're into the 25th minute, and it's Man United 0 and Newcastle 2. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. We're just showing you the replay of J7's goal. So come on then, what's your thoughts so far on what you've seen?
Well, it's exactly what I was hoping for. It's what you would have predicted to happen, given all of the pertinent circumstances right now. We're pressing, we're passing crisply, we're passing accurately in the main, and we've just got too much for them. They are in disarray. Go on. Come on.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Go with Isaac. Goes out to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall on the edge of the box, coming onto his right
a shot.
foot. And he has a go.
Whoa!
I mean, look, Lewis Hall's having a go with his right foot now. Everybody's having a go. Yeah, he just comes in on the inside on his right foot, gets it on target, and that's
On
all
target,
you can ask
and we're
for.
still, here we go again. Oh!
Tonali then just tried to sneak one into the back stick. Played into the middle and as always deflected actually.
Yeah, it's corner.
From Shaw, driven into towards the back stick, deflection goes just wide of the post. Corner to Newcastle. Who's taking this? Just trying to see who's Anthony Gordon by the looks of it. I hope we're not going to get trips running backwards and forwards on that right hand side.
No.
Yeah, it is. Trippier drives it into the near post, but Ahmad was struggling there, you know. He managed to get his fist on it, and he again pushes it out for a. He's probably saying, "I'm not having this again."
I'm going to have a go.
But I think
I think that's what he
Trippier did. Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
He did.
He put it right underneath the bar, bless him.
Yeah.
Another corner to Newcastle. Goes in towards the back post this time. Oh my God, you know, he missed that one. That weren't that far away. That's crazy, isn't it? How poor is that? I mean, you watch this. Looks miles away there, but as it's bending in towards that back stick, just a little bit too much. Or in actual fact, I gave him a misservice there. The ball was over the bar when he jumped. Every time they go long, though, they just don't win anything, do they? Highland's just feeding off it. Scraps, to be fair, at the minute. Dan Burn up to Anthony Gordon. Again, just tries to flick it on the inside for J7's run. There we are. Here's your number 6, look. See our two sitters then? When he comes forward, J7 and Bruno both sit in. So if Tonali comes forward, you've got two players that's still trying to cut out them passing lanes to try and force them to go wide. And every time Man United go wide, we've won the ball back. Casemiro now looks to dink it over the top, straight into Tubbs' hand. I mean, it's so poor. It is, honest to God, it is so poor. I mean, you've got Amrin on the side, literally on his heels, praying to somebody to try and get these lads to understand what he's trying to show them. Because at the minute, they look all over the place. Newcastle now just slowing the game down. Tonali plays the ball out to Trippier. Oh, well done. Oh, come on, referee. Referee's not giving us a thing at the minute.
Hooper blooper.
Yeah, Mr. Hooper. Well done, Dan.
He hasn't given them that.
He hasn't given them that.
That's fair.
Got a bit of room now for Bruno to run into. Bruno's getting hassled. Plays the ball out to Murphy. Murphy gets challenged and the ball goes out for a corner kick. I mean, even Ahmad, who's their best player by a country mile, I'll be honest with you, who's not involved in this game, even he's now saying, you know, he's shouting for anything and everything. The heads are completely dropped, mate. The big guns are coming up now. Dan Burn.
The main thing is keep our foot on their throat.
Yeah, Lewis Hall with an in-swinger on the left-hand side.
Sitting back.
Plays it short.
Short one.
Murphy back to Trippier. Trippier into Hall. Hall gets it out of his feet, tries a shot, deflected out to Tonali. Tonali takes his time and he's just waiting for the ball to do something. Crosses into the box. Ooh, I thought Big Dan Boom was going to get onto that. It comes all the way to Isak. Isak drives into the box. Isak looks for a lock and load here, but he plays it out to Trippier. Back to Gordon. Gordon gives it to Shaw. Back to Isak. Isak's got loads of time. It's a goal!
Offside, I think.
Goal. Oh, yeah.
Offside, I think.
I'll tell you something now. Isak is questioning this.
Nah, he's offside.
He looked offside, but he's saying it's a deflection.
He looked a mile offside, to be fair.
Isak gives it out to Trips, gives it to Gordon. Yeah, look.
No.
Oh.
There, he's offside there.
Yeah, but it's a deflection.
Yeah, but it's got to be a deliberate pass.
Oh, the question. So VAR looked at that. They have, obviously. So disallowed goal.
Yeah.
But again, that's the confidence of the lad. Bang, it was in the net. Bit of a poor pass there from Murphy. But again, the lads have tracked back well. Great block from Dan Burn. It comes out to Isaac. Isaac's got 5 red shirts round him. Gets into a bit of a challenge. It falls to J7. J7 goes square to Tonali. Tonali to Bruno. Bruno to Gordon. Tonali!
He's hit the post! Tony hit the post from there!
Oh my God, that was tremendous play as well. Phenomenal interchange between 3 or 4 players.
And Tonali
hits the post. But unbelievable football what we're watching here, guys.
Yeah.
Phenomenal football. Tonali then just literally unlocked them with so many passes, and the lads just allowed him to keep running, and he gets into tremendous space, and he hits the ball with the outside of his right foot. Unfortunately, it just crashes against the post. Anyway, Tonali again. Back to Bruno. Bruno's playing a little bit wider than normal. And then Bruno comes in and Tonali goes out. So there's so much movement from everybody.
Up here we go.
In the 32nd minute, Mainu's coming on because we are running this midfield amok. And look at that ball. I mean, look at that for a ball. Ahmad's just kicked like I say, everybody's head is so far down. I actually want to watch this play again. Isaac picks the ball up. He's got 3 or 4 bodies round him. He manages to get it through to J7. He brings it into Tonali. Tonali, Bruno, Anthony Gordon, Tonali, post. Whoa. And Xerxes coming off, which doesn't surprise me because they need some bodies in that midfield at this present moment in time. They are being overrun. So Kobe Mainu's come on. Not sure if he'll change anything, but he's got his coach straight away and he's saying, I ain't watching this. Xerxes gone. Off to the tunnel. So the lads are just going to have to be careful now with that extra body in midfield. Martinez now looks the ball over the top straight away. Hoyland's onto it. Hoyland runs into the box. He has a shot and he's just gone wide. And there you go. We switched off a little bit.
Be careful.
I mean, was he offside?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. He's just tried to dig that into the back post.
Yeah, but Dubs has got his angle
Murphy
spot
closed
on.
him down, did really well. But he just pushed it past the post, so...
Yeah, but it would have hit, if it hadn't gone past the post, it would have hit Dubs because Dubs was well positioned.
Yeah, I'm not saying he got his angles correct. It was, I mean, he only had a small portion of the goal to aim at, to be fair. So to Mazraoui. Mazraoui again, no time at all to have that ball. Highland, and now getting challenged from
well, you
Shaw.
After the challenges that he's let go, you cannot give a free kick there.
Yeah, that is a poor one, to be fair. Man United with a free kick on the halfway line. Back to Lit, who plays in Ahmad. All the way back to Maguire now. Maguire looks for the ball over the top. Ahmad wins that one, but he only can play it towards Tonali. Tonali runs into Ericsson. Ericsson back to Mainu. Now Martinez has moved well up the field, plays it out to Dallow. Dallow with Murphy. Murphy gets the ball back. Again, heavily challenged by Dallow. And if he's going to give any fouls, it's going to be that one. Because you can't climb on anybody's back, mate. Goal kick to Newcastle. So again, they've committed one or two more bodies forward now, Man U, and trying to get a reaction. So again, we've just got to be aware of the runners, as we've just seen. Long boot up the field from Dubs. Ball falls to Murphy. Back to Trippier. Trippier looks down the line to Isak. Isak tries to play the ball into Bruno.
A little back heel.
He's just giving you Xerxes just making his way back to... He's obviously been told that he's got to come back to his seat. Banana. Martinez to Dallo. Back to Casemiro, back to Martinez. Bruno's after Martinez, though. He's not having any space there. Bad touch from... to Lucky.
Poor ball.
Yeah, really bad touch from Ahmad. And then it was given to Hall, who tried to play Gordon in straight away. But Gordon was coming running in. It was far too hard for him to be fair. Overhit. Mainu now in the centre circle. Delict out to Mazraoui. Ahmad. Mainu. Into Casemiro. Martinez now tries a ball over the top towards Ahmad, who manages to get it onto his chest, but again closed completely down by Dan Burn, who gets the foul. Oh, it was Mazraoui that carried his run on. That's what I said. You know, this is what he can do. He's one of these players, Mazraoui. He's a worker, but like I say, you're not going to get away with that, Sunshine. Tugging on the shirt. Dubs now. Bruno. Tonali. Back to Dubs. There's not much from United regarding pressing, is there now?
No.
I mean, they come out the traps like you wouldn't believe, but now they've just settled in and said, like, you know, you can have the ball in front of us. Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon up to Isak. Isak played it back to Bruno.
Did well.
Bruno out to Trippier. Trippier comes back inside to Bruno. Bruno now coming towards Tonali. Gives Tonali back to Burn. Burn
lovely
up to
football.
J7. J7's being marshalled by Maino. He muscles past him. He's looking for runners. He tries to bring in Murphy with a feed, but just gets blocked. J7 wins it back. Back to Bruno. Bruno back to J7. Back to Bruno. Bruno looks up and he's saying, you know, give me an option, lads. Hall into Tonali. Tonali looks up and he sees Kiri and Trippier on the overlap far. Trippier heads it down to Isak. Isak on the left-hand side. He's left-hand side of the box. He fights on one shoulder and he then goes outside. Murphy, Trippier and Isak are all on the right-hand side. Plays the ball back to Tonali. No press from the Man United players whatsoever. Ball driven in towards Isak on the edge of the box.
Lovely.
Little ball into J7. J7 tries to give a go. Just behind Isak. J7 just tries to toe poke it through the channel.
Now then, let's,
Yeah. Ahmad's on the run here. But again, great recovery work from Hall and Gordon, who stop him in the flow. Delict out to Martinez now on the halfway line. Ball again, the Newcastle wall is in front of them. The ball goes through to Highland. Highland's gone out wide with a brilliant tackle from Fabian Shaw.
And ball.
Had that gone out of play? What the heck was that? Casemiro. For anybody that's not watching the game, if you remember the John Smith's advert, yeah, where he just gets it and he goes, have it. That was Casemiro just. It was absolutely shocking. Seriously shocking. Oh, dear. Fabian Shaw now on the edge of the box. Squares the ball out to Dan Burn. Dan Burn now got a bit of grass to run into. Lewis Hall hugging this left-hand touchline. Plays it all the way back to Dan Burn. Dan Burn back again. Loads of time for Dubs. Looks up straight away and he gives the ball to Trippier. Trippier can run towards the halfway line. Again, just stops, waits. No pressure on him whatsoever. Honest to God, I've not seen football like this for a long time, where there's no press from a Man United team at home. Ball gets switched all the way to Louis Saul, Anthony Gordon. Louis Saul carries his run. Ball comes in towards Isak. A little bit of a lucky deflection. Isak gets into a bit of a tangle though, and the ball falls to Ericsson, who tries to get Ahmad away straight away. Look at Anthony Gordon.
Well done.
Look at Anthony Gordon. Wow.
Fantastic recovery run.
Superb recovery that is. I mean, Ahmad had got lots of grass to run into, but the recovery from Anthony Gordon then. Superb.
And he had a 10-yard start.
Yeah, absolutely. Man United again, slow build.
Well
Haven't
done.
got much time every time they come towards the ball. When it comes to the middle of the park, there's a black and white shirt hovering around them. Comes all the way back to Onana. Delict now. Look at that.
Yeah.
Straight. I mean, that's Dan Burn.
Dan Burn at left wing.
Oh, Jesus. Dan Burn's just done a 30-yard run just to cut a ball out. It is phenomenal. Bruno Fernandes in the crowd, sulking, as always. Mazraoui. Oh, well done, Anthony Gordon. Just unlucky. The ball just fell inside him. Ericsson just took it off him. Martinez. Casemiro. Mainu. Let it run to Mazraoui. Mazraoui looks up to Ahmad. Again, just Newcastle. Wall in front of them. Just, again, it's not the heavy press. They come to certain parts and then they just stop them from playing. There's no channels to pass into unless they want to go over the top. But there's such a narrowing between our back line and our midfield that if the ball goes over the top, 9 times out of 10, it's going to run through to the goalkeeper. So, excellent setup at the minute. And everybody seems to know and understand what they're trying to do.
Everybody
unlike Man
knows
United.
the rules.
Again, nothing's changed. United just kicking the ball square in their own half. Newcastle allowing them to do so. Again, in no hurry. And then as soon as they try, like Anthony Gordon, Hall, all go together. There was a little bit of a coming to with Ahmad there. So there's a free kick on this right-hand touchline. It's been taken quickly. Mainu now back to Maguire, who runs into the centre circle. Delict. Again, Man United have just literally gone square a lot of the time because there's just very little in front of them that they're able to pass to. I mean, that's another lucky exchange. And again, because of the press, they've given the ball away straight away.
That was another sloppy ball by Bruno.
Well, he's trying to, force the ball forward, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. And he's lost the ball, but again, we've won the ball straight back. Bruno now to Burn to Shaw. Ireland tries to close the ball down, but Shaw decides to go long. Try and feed on Murphy. Murphy just lets the ball run. Ball comes back to Onana, who's closed down straight away from Isak. Then Gordon goes, then Hall goes. Like I say, there's very little room for United to do anything there. The ball goes over the top of Ahmad. Dan Burn then tries to pick the ball up, but again, it's just so many black and white shirts recovering to try and get back. Really good play.
And really good footwork by Dubs there.
Yeah. Or back to Hall. Hall sees Dubs. Dubs takes it out of his feet away from goal.
Those last two balls, the last two balls back to Dubravka, they wouldn't have dared play them if Pope was in.
No way. Not at all. But again, look at that from Dan Burn.
Yeah.
Dan Burn has just intercepted, gave a quick ball up to Isak and just continued his run. Isak now plays up to Murphy. Murphy looks up. He's got a couple to aim for.
Get it in.
Try to trips towards Isak. Out to Gordon. Gordon just keeps control of the ball on the edge of the box. And I think that is it. Half time. No? It seemed as if he stopped then, didn't it? I thought that is it. He's finished. But I've just gone into extra time.
Just got in 3 minutes.
3 minutes of extra time to go. Bruno now. Trippier, back to Shaw. Back to Trippier. Back to Shaw. Trippier, Shaw. I mean, nobody in a red shirt wants to come anywhere near. And as soon as they do, the lads have got such great angles. They're just, it's an easy passing into feet. And like I say, Tonali goes long there and Bruno comes short. So everybody's got an avenue. Oh, they've given the ball away there. Xerxes into the, he's put it wide. He's put it wide. Casemiro had the opportunity there to get a goal back just before half time. Really sloppy play there. That was Shaw. Look at that for the ball from Shaw.
That was shocking, that.
That was so poor. And that's what I'm trying to say. You know, he tries to play these glory balls with the outside of his foot. And, you know, I understand there's a pass there, but if there's a chance of it being intercepted, especially where you're passing the ball there, you've got to cut that out. And he's the one that's, you know, one of them players that will always do that. Again, that's twice we've been let off now, if you think of Ireland's chance as well. But again, another chance created from our own mistake. That's poor again from De Ligt to Trippier, Tonali. Trippier.
That self-destruct button cover up.
Yeah, absolutely. Murphy back to Shaw, back to Trippier. Shaw. Trippier then just dinks it all the way back to Dubs. Dubs, nice little ball over the top of Ahmad to Hall. Hall plays it up the line to Gordon. Gordon,
lovely ball
to Bruno.
He was what Bruno should have been onto that.
Yeah, he should. Bruno was a bit lax. He tried to play Tonali into a small channel, who was tackled, unfortunately, before he had chance of the ball. But again, really good work from J7, Hall and Gordon.
Four of them there. They shall not pass.
Well, according to our clock, time is up. And that is it. Mr. Hooper agrees and he says that's it. We are end of the first half. Man United 0, Newcastle 2. Well, what can we say? It's been an amazing first half. That's the first thing I'm going to say. But I think Ian Fleming's right. We need a third goal. So, mate, as I've done most of the speaking, I'll let you do some of the comments in the chat.
See what we've got coming.
See what we've got in there. See to get everybody's involvement. And then we'll see what your thoughts are on the game.
What's Queenie saying? Good evening, how Queenie?
Hi, Queenie.
Oh, right. Vicky's saying the background noises have been annoying.
Oh, the ambient noise.
Yeah, Villa Brighton 0-0. Ipswich still winning 1-0. When remembers when we used to have the results at the Stone each week.
Would-be Farmer's got one here. Anyone check on Galbridge, see if he's okay. Love that.
We've got these on toast. Another goal and they will crumble.
Yeah, I agree.
Tonali should play in a toga and sandals. A Roman god he is. All hail Tonali.
He's just comfortable, isn't he? That's the trouble. He's just far too comfortable. It's crazy to watch the lad. You know, the display of the lad. He's just phenomenal.
Cream or custard with that crumble.
Yeah, James Cuffer said something on Tonali. He seems to take one less touch to do everything than anybody else.
Apparently, Gary Neville's been saying on the comms, it's almost a copy. Casemiro and Eriksen shouldn't be playing together in the Premier League.
Well,
Up the Premier League we go. Another goal and the rats and mice will leave the sinking ship.
Well, the body language of the Man U, we were saying about our body language a couple of weeks back. But if you were to see some of these players, it's scary.
We've got a Mackham in the presence. Hello,
Hey, hi,
SAFC.
Tom.
Tom, playing well. Got to give credit where it's due. Thank you very much. Means a lot coming from you. You're not doing so badly yourselves at the minute. Bring back the derbies.
Oh, indeed.
Of course, if we embarrass them, the media maggots will simply say, you don't win a trophy by beating Man U at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Mighty Mag, why are you welcoming the Mackham onto your stream, you traitor? Get it. Whoa, steady, Richard,
whoa.
steady. I didn't finish reading that comment before I put it up.
No.
Everybody's welcome. If we can convert one or two, so much the better. Let them see the light. Weren't we 2 up a few years ago? And lost 3-2? No, I don't think we were.
Random Access has just put a gift in. A membership. Thank you, Random.
Thank you, Random, again. I haven't seen that. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. And that's gone to Robotic Maniac.
Robotic Maniac.
Maniac. Welcome,
He's
Robotic
a maniac on the wall.
Indeed. Thanks again, though, Random. Superb effort, sir. Brant, first off, I give Newcastle a B+. Too many goals left out there, and Shaw killing me with a brain dead pass. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can be too comfortable, and that's what I said. Shaw, it's all about percentages, and he's got to cut them out, mate. Would-be Farmer, a goal within 4 minutes and then pick them apart. Yeah. Next goal vital, says Davey T. We get it, game over. They get it, game on. I think that's absolutely bang on.
2-0's a dangerous lead to have, as Kevin Keegan famously said.
Yeah, Johnny Dan says it should be 4-0, but I'll take 2.
Yeah, well, let's just hope that these missed chances that we've had don't come back to bite us on the butt.
Yeah. That last 15 minutes, Newcastle kind of fell asleep. Not a fan. Not being clinical enough. Should be up 4 or 5, says Brant.
Be thankful.
Mark Irwin saying, it's so much more enjoyable listening to Mark Goldbridge having a meltdown. The trouble is, though, he's been having a meltdown for some time now. Have you seen how many shots on goal we've had? Apparently we've had 4 shots on target to Man United's 0. But it was something crazy like
11 shots, 4 big chances. XG 1.92.
Well, we bang on that.
Yeah, we
are. You know, what would have been the icing on the cake, because I've just seen Tony T's there about Tonali. If Tonali had have scored that goal,
yeah,
would you not think that would have rounded that first half off perfectly?
It would have. And to be fair, he should have done better.
Yeah. I mean,
harsh, but you know.
Yeah. It was the perfect position, but he tried to use the outside of his foot.
And it would have been a beautiful goal, you know.
Yeah.
Whole build up and everything.
Superb. So, all the results seem to be going our way tonight, don't they?
Yep, indeed they are. I'll tell you what I haven't had a look at. Yeah, as it stands, we're up to 5th. And just 3 points, 5 points behind second.
Oh, look at Bear here. Gary calling them United. I did say the other United.
I know.
I did say the other United.
Yeah, but then you repeated it. I wasn't going to bring it up.
You should have. There's only one United. That's what people keep telling me.
Correct. What else we got here? Let's have a look. Chelsea and Forest are in play. Third place, 100% in play this season. Yeah. Well, like I say,
Oh, there you go. That's from.
Happy New Year from a Sunderland fan. Great result out tonight. United are falling apart. Not this United,
Thanks.
Joe. Not this
I'm
United.
going to say, yeah, exactly. I'm going to say, you got to be careful. I have to behave, Mighty. This is sexy football, says Mighty Mac. Hamilton. There's a new one for the book. I haven't seen you before, Hamilton. Welcome anyway. Ice Zanga Isaac. That's a cracker one. I'm going to put that up on the screen just so people can see that. Thank you very much for Queenie. And again, thank you all for your support throughout 24. It's been so appreciated and valued. Please help us throughout and into the new year by hitting the thumbs up and subscribe. Couldn't agree more, if I'm honest. And again, like I say, don't forget, guys, straight after the game, we will be going straight to the post-match review. And obviously, you can jump on board. We'll put it up on the screen when we get there. So again, you should be redirected after the game. Just to remind you, come on board with your comments. It's a show for you guys to come and have your say.
What was I going to say? Just saw something there. Oh yes, with it being so this is the last game of the calendar year.
It is.
And it's 7 years since we won the last game of a calendar year.
All right, Stato. That's a classic one.
It is. I would never win it. It's been against Man United a couple of times, actually.
You know what we should do? If Chris can do a thumbnail, we should do a review of the calendar 24 from last January up until now, and go and have a bit of a look at
reminisce.
What happened. Yeah, but what happened? Be interesting to see where we are. I saw somebody had put it on one of the social medias, and I thought, well, that's quite a nice thing. But when I looked at some of the information that they'd put down, it wasn't correct. But it was a good thought.
The only problem as well, though, is that if you look at a calendar year, Arsenal would have won the league the last 2 calendar years.
Yeah.
But
like I say, I'm not bothered about anybody else's calendar year. It was just, I just thought it'd be quite nice for one of our daytime chats to have a look at the 24 as a calendar year, and maybe do it. Well, can't do it on Wednesday because it's New Year's, unless obviously you're busy. I mean, I'm not. Maybe we could do something like that on New Year's Day.
Well, I'm busy New Year's Day, unfortunately.
Oh well, of course.
I am first footing at the club and will be there all day.
Okay.
As is my wont.
Fair enough. Right then, I was just going to give it to the audience.
And when I get back home, I'll not be in any fit state to.
No, exactly.
Hopefully, anyway.
Kenny W saying, I thought Spurs won the league every October. You're so right, Kenny. You're so right, mate. Oh, dear. So, what guys in the chats and everybody watching, what's your thoughts on the first game? The first half. Happy? Need more? Anybody that's caught your eye, as in everybody's, they've done individually well? Anybody in our team that you think has not been great. Because I ain't seen many, to be fair. They've all contributed. So it'd be interesting to see what you guys think before we start the second half. Anybody that's caught your eye first half?
Just out of interest, I've got Lee Ryder's ratings. Dubravka
Okay.
8. Hadn't that much to do, but dealt with all the routine stuff. Trippier looked sharp, would have brought the house down, had his cheeky corner, swung in at the Stretford end. Fab share, intelligent display so far. I think that must have been written before that pass. Dan Burn in the form of his life at the minute. Lewis Hall piling the agony on. Fantastic assist for Isaac. J7. He's got J7, Tonali and Guimaraes, all 10s.
Wow.
So I think that's a bit a flawless display with some Hollywood passes on show, yeah, but a few dispossessions as well. Tonali, the heartbeat of the team, hand in both goals. And J7, sparkling stuff, a well-deserved goal. Feels like there's more in this for him than against the petrified Man United defence. Murphy had some joy down the right. Anthony Gordon plays like he belongs on the biggest stages of all. Another who will feel there's goals in this for him. Has won, but because Isaac has won, but could have had a hat-trick quite easily. Yep, indeed, and it is easy, as they say.
Yeah, but I mean, I go with what the lads are saying in the chat. I don't think Man United can come out in the second half and play as poor. So have we given them the opportunity to get back into this game? Because obviously we all say, you know, we've missed so many chances there. I'm just going to have a quick look at the Vendetta more or less said that Man United will not play as bad in the second as they did in the first. Yeah, mate, I agree. Isaac really likes to screw up the easy chances, says Brandt. I feel safer if we get another couple in and we wake up, said Ashington Tom.
Ian Fleming, why is the media saying Man United are terrible instead of saying we have been good? Well, that's always the case, isn't it?
Brandt saying Shaw was the weakest link, Murphy right behind, but none of them have been really poor.
Goldbridge saying that Man United
Lads
are
are
like
back on the
UK Gold, keeps watching the same mistakes over and over again.
So the lads are coming back on the field now.
Yep.
We'll batter them like we did the first half, says Toon. Nut. Needed to take more of our chances.
Yeah,
Brilliant first half, but can't let easy chances like Tonali's one go. Need a third, if only to calm my heart rate, says James. Right, then we're back on the game then, team. And United have gone over the top straight away to try and obviously get in and behind. Ball's gone out for a throw-in.
Really and JT's back on the touchline there.
Yeah. And he's not got his WAM shirt on tonight. I think the relationship between Bruno and Tonali, though, we started to take shape lovely in that midfield. Yeah. They just seem to read each other's games so well.
Yeah, there was just that one occasion in the first half when Tonali
sometimes that can become too
did
close.
The 1-2 and wasn't red.
Lewis Hall now trying to play the ball through the middle to Isaac, but again, trying to be too glorious too soon. Lost the ball. Dallow now. Murphy obviously not allowing him to go down the line. All the way back to Onana, who goes long. I mean, come on, referee, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Mainly went through the back of Tonali there. Free kick to Newcastle, just inside the Man U half. Tonali looking to take this, but then just walking over it. See, I'd like Tonali to take more responsibility here. But obviously, he's leaving it to Trips.
He's deferring.
Everybody going forward. Dan Byrne just had a word with Hooper when he went past him, and Hooper was questioning and waving his finger. Trippier now over to the back post. Somebody's gone down in the box there.
Dan Burn went down, and who I was
Yeah.
watching, and just brief wave of the
Didn't-
hand.
Yeah.
Nothing
Got the
doing.
ball back though. Tonali did, but Tonali's just trips, and the ball goes out of play. Isaac literally doing all the work at the top. Martinez, Dallow. Martinez goes long, trying to feed in Highland, but again, got no chance of winning anything up there. But the ball does deflect nicely and kindly towards Mainu. Ball all the way down to Dan. I mean, again, you look at the recovery runs from our lads. Every time Man United get into our half,
Yeah,
they block all the
everybody's back.
channels and they go back. Yeah, exactly. Really good.
Brilliant.
Casemiro just plays a nice inside ball to Mainu. Martinez now well into United half. Dallow back to Martinez. Martinez
Mighty
digs the
Mark
ball
saying,
again
Chris,
towards
can
the
we
back
get the
post.
clock back on, please?
Anthony Gordon now picks up the ball, plays it inside to Isaac. Isaac on the outside again to Gordon. Gordon just slows play down. Brings it back to Byrne. Byrne plays it into Tonali. Tonali then looks up to Isaac. Isaac hugging the touchline, and it's deflected from Mainu, who goes out for a throw into Newcastle.
Discussion going on in the chat about whether ambient noise is good or bad.
Yeah. Some love it, some hate it, and I understand that. Oh, it's a bad return from Isaac to Hall. Man United throw it on the halfway line. Mazraoui throws it all the way back to Delict. And again, it goes all the way back to Anana. Anana out to Martinez. All the way to Dallow. Dallow again tries to get to the ball up to Highland straight away. Casemiro now. Ahmad out to Mazraoui. Mazraoui tries to bring in Ahmad down the right-hand side, but again, not much room for him to go down, so he has to come back. Kobe Mainu now, just on the halfway line. All the way back to Delict. So again,
this is the first time, though. This is the first time they've put 6 passes together.
Yeah.
7.
Well, it's like I said. If you look at where they're passing, Newcastle are just more than happy for them to have that ball there. But you've got a challenge for that. Mainu, Casemiro, Mazraoui tries to hit the ball early into the box. And the ball gets deflected from Fabian Schär out for a corner.
Clears over.
Yeah, Highland looked like he was going to get in front of Fabian Schär, but Fabian just gets a toe onto it and then falls, to be fair. I mean, I could have gone anywhere, if I'm honest.
They're getting back into it a bit.
Well, like I said, they ain't going to play as bad as they did in the first half, so it's going to be interesting. Oh, ball's coming to the box all the way out to Trippier. And a really lucky deflection there because it come all the way to Mazraoui on the edge of the box, who looked like he slipped just before he wanted to try and have a shot on goal. Trippier goes long towards the two of them coming. J7 and Tonali, you say that's the trouble. When you play that type of ball, J7's wanting it, and unfortunately, that's a clever little ball from Casemiro with the outside of his right foot. But again, too close to Dubs. Hasn't put a foot wrong for me, Dubs.
No.
Positioning and everything has been really good. Trippier sees Bruno on the run, but unfortunately he just gets great idea to fire the ball in, but just too close to Maguire there. Delict to Maguire. Maguire out to Martinez. Martinez again looks to try and... Oh, that's a terrible ball again. You see, that's the percentage balls I was telling you about. And that was like watching Fabian Schär. It's too straight. It's too easy to get, for the keeper to even gather that. Really poor. Burns to Tonali. Tonali just brings in Hall. Hall to Gordon, then goes on the inside to try and collect the ball. Great ball through to Isaac to try and run onto, but again, just a little bit too long. Goes long, and great play from Tonali. Didn't do much. All he had to do there, and you watch that, he stood his ground to stop the player coming back and headering it, which allowed Burn just to clear it comfortably. I mean, that's what I said. He just does all of the hard stuff, and he makes it look so easy by stopping players. Free kick to Newcastle, around about 40 yards out, right in front of goal. I think even this is too far for Fabian Schär.
Just about Rob Air range.
So Anthony Gordon is having a bit of a chat. What was that? He's also had a chat with Murphy. Murphy walks backwards towards the halfway line just to cause the angle. Anthony Gordon's just right side of him. Ball back to Murphy. Murphy dinks it in towards the box. Falls back to Trippier, who again just does a sensible thing. Aims at Dubs. Dubs goes long, and he's out looking for Dan Burn. Dan Burn gets beaten for the ball. Mainu does well there to beat 2 or 3 players. Plays it inside to Ericsson. Ericsson brings Martinez in. Martinez is running towards the goal. Little ball into Highland in the box. Highland looks to give the ball a shot blocked by, I don't know who that was. It looked like, Bruno. Bruno blocked it from Mainu. Yeah, definitely Manchester United have stepped up the pace a little bit in the second half.
They're actually passing the ball better.
Yeah. Mainu. Look, a different team now. They've put that extra midfielder in there, buddy. That's what I'm saying. They've got a lot more work ethics in that middle park. Who they like to say they're not doing a lot. Drill ball into Casemiro there from Mainu. Mazraoui now comes inside. Back to Martinez. Again, the wall in front of them, and Isaac wins that ball, and now there's a breakaway. Isaac and Gordon on the left-hand side. Isaac out to Gordon. Gordon just slows the play down to try and get everybody to catch up with them, and slows the play right down, brings it into J7. J7 back to Gordon.
Screaming for the ball. Yeah, eventually
back out to Schär to Trips. Or back up to Murphy. Again, no rush. There's no real reason to race this. United have all backtracked and lots of movement in front. Bruno and Tonali again change positions on this right-hand side. Fabian Schär just... Trips has gone down again.
Trips is down.
Here we go again.
Oh, well, we've got Tino, though.
Here we go again. No, it's just... it seems to happen in more and more, doesn't it? And earlier as we go. Yeah, he's coming off.
Tino's coming on.
Yeah, Trips is coming off and Tino's coming on by the looks of it. He's saying, come on.
Just get him off, man.
Get him off. No risk. Yeah. I don't think Trippier was happy to come off there. I think he wanted to stay on, but obviously if he's cramping up now, there is no point.
Ball.
Isaac. Oh, he tries to beat a player too many there. Dallo wins it back. Maguire tries to play Dallo again, but again, poor ball. Slows the play up. Allows the Newcastle players to get back. Martinez. Back to Maguire. Maguire out to little. Now Trippier's come back on. Yeah, he's back on. So he didn't look happy when he saw Eddie Howe saying, do you want to come off? Do you want to come off? And he was like, I'm not coming off.
Oh, a nice little back heel.
Yeah. Bruno to Tonali. There's a bit of a real battle going on there now.
Yeah.
Highland comes out with the ball, out to Dallow. Dallow drives to the byline. Again, ball doesn't get delivered in. Well blocked by Trippier. Trippier is just saying to the lads, come on, get out. Oh, he's not happy. He's not happy, bless him. Now, Trippier saying, I didn't want to come off.
Oh, it doesn't look good.
Now, his body language there, you could see, he's like, come on.
Not a happy bunny.
No. But like I say, there's no need to take risks. He's done really well. And like I say, there's a lot more games coming our way, isn't there? But like I say, we've got to have a little bit of guys here now, get our shape again, get our understanding. Going to be a long throw in on the from Dallow by the looks of it. Not sure how far this will go. He's coming up a right bank there. Drives it in towards the 6-yard box. Flicks up into the air the ball's dropped half. Oh, can I say, good block there from Byrne, I think that was.
Manu's been involved in everything that they've done here.
That they've done, yeah. That's what I said. He's changed the game for them. Ball drops again. Headed clear this time from Louis Saul.
There was someone in the chat early doors saying that they thought Manu was overrated.
He's a steady player, Manu.
Good player.
Dallow. Ball into the box. Header off the post. Couple of deflections.
Bush, get rid of it. Hoof the twat.
Come on. Go on. Isaac's got a chance. Oh, no. Dallow. Delict was just covering right at the back there. I tell you, that ball could have fell beautifully. It was Mazraoui, actually, not Delict. I'm going to say, I've never seen Delict that quick. Martinez now. Out to Delict. Kobe Manu seems all over the park.
I tell you, we are not looking anywhere near as comfortable right now as we were first half.
No, we ain't. But again, it's like I said, they're not going to have. That's Ahmad's just coming on the side of Shaw there. I'm sure that's going to be a free kick. But this was a great block. Ball coming from Dallow. It was a header against the post from Maguire. See if he gets his hands to it.
Yeah.
No, it was off the post, mate. And then shot straight away, and it was Hall who gets his body in there.
Diving in brilliantly.
Yeah, diving in. Yeah, Delict shot blocked by Louis Hall. Not sure that it would have gone in, but again, you don't know with the bodies behind you.
I think it was goalward bound.
Well, it was going in, but there was players behind Louis Hall. That's what I'm saying.
Was travelling at some pace.
It went off. Tino. Good ball into Bruno. Bruno.
Oh, terrible.
Oh, Murphy ball there. It was really dodgy. But again, great clearance from Byrne. What a ball as well to Isaac. Isaac gets 3 or 4 bodies round him and he wins that.
Gets the foul.
By free kick from Martinez. I mean, that was tremendous from Isaac, to be fair, because he stayed strong there. There was nobody anywhere near him.
And that's been a criticism of him in the past from me.
And mine, mate, to be fair. I said, he needs to do that better.
He needs to get that strength, which he had there.
And he gets, spades. I mean, that was naughty from Martinez because that was right down the back of his heels. But again, that one ball out. And again, it proves that it can cause so much trouble. Bruno with his free kick. 1 or 2 runners towards the... I mean, Isaac wants it everywhere. I mean, he's our striker and he's like coming wide for the ball. Ball gets driven in towards the penalty area. Headed clear. Ericsson Tonali then tries to nod it back in towards the danger zone. Lots of 50-50 headers going on there. But I tell you something now, he's lucky that didn't rebound into Isaac's foot. Back down to Tino, who plays it all the way to Dubs.
Straight out.
Shaw into Bruno's feet. Again, Bruno and Tonali have just changed places. Back to Tonali. Murphy. Murphy drives in field. J7. J7 wanting support now because there's two or three bodies around him. Great ball to Gordon. Gordon up to Tino. Tonali, sorry. Down to Tino. Tino plays it back into Gordon. Gordon gets a bit of a tackle around the back of the shirt and over the chest. A free kick. Just in line with the penalty area. Wide.
Oh, Pierre goal. Garnacho is coming on.
Garnacho and Yoro's coming on.
Yoro.
I wonder where they're going to be playing this lad. Whether they're going to stay with a flat 3 or potentially move into a 4.
Oh, hello. We've switched sides for the camera.
Yeah, Lewis Hall looks like he's going to throw this one. Swing this one into hopefully a good spot. Anthony Gordon's got load of space on the edge of the penalty area if he decides to.
Yeah, I think this could be a short
fizz one into his feet.
No,
ball into the box towards the back post, headed clear. Isak picks the ball up wide now on the left-hand side. He tries to beat Mazraoui, but deflected out for a throw into Newcastle. Yeah. So who's coming off? Oh, here we go. Casemiro again. Wasn't sure he was going to do anything anyway. And Garnacho's on for Casemiro. So there is going to be a slight change to the formation, I think.
And
Martinez is coming off. Yeah, there you go. Now, that's a strange one. It looks like they are going forward at the back. We'll see. So Lely Yoro's on for Martinez. I thought Martinez was okay for them. Pushed himself into the box well. Ball goes all the way back from the throw-in, all the way back to Dubs. Again, United pressing really heavy this time. Going in safety. Ball over the top.
One Gordon's son.
Again, Mazraoui, he's quick,
And Isak picking that up well. Again, having a great game, Isak.
Isak's having I say just as we say that, Isak is having a good game. He's working that front line.
He's working his butt
superb.
Off.
Yeah, he really is. So different from seeing him in those in them tram lines in the middle. He's gone left to right all game, and he's done that for several weeks now. And it makes it so much better for us. Shaw now onto the halfway line, into Tonali. Tonali out to Hall, to Gordon. Lots of bodies in that corner. He fizzes it into J7, back to Gordon. Gordon back to Tonali. Tonali just looks up. Again, wants some support. He wanted to go short. Instead, he goes backwards, keeps the ball. Fabian Schär this time drills the ball in. There's a one-on-one. Oh, I thought Hall had got a chance there.
Yeah,
if that was Anthony Gordon. Oh, was he offside? Was he offside?
Yeah.
Oh, he was. Yeah, he was offside. The ball was fizzed in, and then it was like Lewis Hall and Nana coming out, and it was Isak just let it go. He was going to be offside if he got him involved in play, but referee has already given the offside anyway. Nana out to Yoro. So, literally trying to get the ball fizzed down the line. Tino now.
Well done.
Up to Tonali. Tonali then tries to play the ball into Tino. Tino had carried his run, but Isak is offside anyway. But Isak blocked the run there. He was so keen to get on the ball. Every time the ball goes forward, Isak wants it, doesn't he?
I think it's time for the rescue dog.
Well, can I just say mine's going down very well. Highland now gets tackled by Shaw. J7 inside. J7 looks up. He plays to Bruno. Tino. Step into the Man United half. Back into Bruno. All the way back to Dan Burn, who throws it all the way back to Dubravka. Dubravka, lovely little chip ball out onto the width towards Gordon and Hall. Great ball in. Oh, it's just too long. Now he's got it. Lewis Hall has a shot. I'll tell you something now. I think Lewis Hall loves going to Manchester United. He looks like I mean, that's a great ball from Isak. Drilled pass into Isak, and then Lewis Hall drives into the box. He draws two players at him, brings it out to the left foot, and just throws a foot at it. Unfortunately, not on target. But again, it just shows you the want to get into the box. Nana goes long. Tino heads the ball out for a throw into Manchester United. Maguire now. It's a poor ball for the Delict. Delict back to Anala, who's pressed again by Isak. Oof. I thought there was going to be an issue there, but Tino and Shaw managed to sort themselves out. Back into Bruno.
No.
Bruno into. I'm turning into commentary, lad. Bruno into Tino. Tino looking on the inside. He plays the ball up to Isak. Isak just delays the play. Lets the play run on. Plays it inside to Bruno. Bruno out to Isak. Isak tries them little dancing feet. He's so involved with the play at the minute. Tonali now. Ball out to Murphy. Murphy into Gordon. Into Bruno. Bruno plays to Tonali. Tonali the back stick. Whoa. Well done to Lewis Hall for keeping that ball in. Superb play. Back to Burns. Burns plays it in towards J7. J7 into Tonali. Bit of space to run into now. Tonali looking for the overlap. Just comes off the heel. But it comes back to J7. J7 tries to battle his way for that ball. Bruno gets ahead on it. Gets back to Tino. Back to Bruno. Bruno now looks up. Nice little give and go towards Isak. There's a coming together between Bruno and a Man U player. I don't know who that is. I think that's Mainu. Burn now. Inside to Bruno. Bruno into Tonali. Tonali is just, again,
every time, one touch,
bringing the ball
touch,
just
fantastic.
Nice and steady. All the way now to Shaw to Dubs.
He's got competition today.
Absolutely. Anthony. Well, they've had 10 minutes, haven't they? That's what I said. They yeah, but like I say, they've gone back to normal now. Yeah. Absolutely. All right.
Hey, man. I am.
Oh, I don't United are into the box. Ooh. Ooh, that's better, Chris.
I'm very happy.
Well, every time you expand it big, the pixelates a little bit. So I'm all right. I'm okay. Yoro now picks the ball up just inside the Newcastle half. I think for Man U, the player who seems to have got them more balanced is Mainu in the middle of the park, and that's saying something. No, exactly. I mean, Ahmad, who's been previously their best player, he's been so quiet. Hall has just had him in his pocket.
Bush.
Oh, well
Get
done
out.
for Murphy. Get rid of that one. But you know, for me, what's been so lovely with this game is how we've kept this 4-5-1 formation, and they've only been able, on the odd chance, pass through our lines. Again, very on the odd chance. But usually, you know, they have won a couple of 50-50 balls, but it's been, you know, the only trouble we've looked like being under is when we've given the ball away in a bad area. Maguire out to Ahmad. Ahmad driving in towards the box now. Lewis Hall. Oh, well done. What a great tackle that was, Lewis Hall. Had to make sure of that one when you go to ground in the penalty area.
Lewis Hall, great game as well.
Oh, he's been stunned again.
Everybody's been crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I have not. That's why I put in the chat. Tell me somebody who's had a poor game, and it's hard because I think everybody's done really well and done the job that they needed to do. Corner for United into the box, headed towards the back post. Just goes clear and wide of that back stick. I think Lenny Yoro got his head to it.
No,
I mean, there was no direction on it. It was literally just trying to float it in towards the back stick and hoping it was just going to, yeah. But it went far away. And that's what I'm saying. You know, you need to concentrate. Oh, look. The Rashford's on the side.
Well, I guarantee he doesn't even want to come on.
He just doesn't. He doesn't look interested. That's the problem now. Tonali plays into Gordon. Gordon plays it along the line to Isak, who lets it go. Oh, referee!
I got my Christmas hat that not Christmas hat, but I got it on Christmas. Newcastle.
Oh yeah.
Which is more a cap and thing. There we go.
Well
there
done.
you go.
Oh, Bruno's he's down again. Ericsson comes anywhere near him, he's going to hit the floor.
The Bruno chant in the stadium.
Oh, yes.
There's only one Bruno.
Look, all the sulky shareholders at Man U. Yeah. Not happy chappies. Shared up to Bruno. Bruno tries to get one turned around the corner, but it's deflected out for a throw into Newcastle.
There's only one Bruno.
Tonali just shielding the ball, throws it all the way back to Shaw. Shaw into Tino. First touch again into Tonali to Tino. It's just so nice. But the only problem is like I say, it's so quick. Isak's offside because everything comes up to him so quick. He's not expecting it. Then
it's turned into a bit of a boring game, to be fair, but Newcastle just controls it. I mean, there's no opponent. I mean,
well, that's the thing.
Sad.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They're in so much control. Man United haven't got a clue what to do, and that's what I said. They're just making them look, you know.
Which is great. The crazy part is that Newcastle are controlling the game without the ball,
which is what we're good at.
Which is what is insane. Without the ball, they're controlling the ball because Man United cannot get anywhere near past. They barely make it past the halfway line.
Yeah. They've had all the ball, but literally in their off. They've not really done anything.
They've certainly they've had more of the ball second half than they did the whole of the first half.
That's what I'm saying. You look at the pass there.
Other than the beginning, nothing purpose. I mean, they were just they had the ball, but not dangerous at all. So, but we gotta go for one more goal though. Chris needs one more goal. Come on now.
Ooh,
I need one more goal.
That's going
to be a foul right there.
It's going to be a foul. Ahmad was asking for... Mr. Hooper's not having any of that. Ahmad's saying it was a fair challenge. It was shoulder to shoulder. I mean, to be fair, I have seen referees give them.
I may have felt aggrieved had that been the other way around.
Give what?
But he's had a solid game, Lewis Hall, I must admit.
You'll eventually learn how to use the Geordie words in the right place.
Give what? Give what? Give what file? Shut up, man.
Dubs
Talk
goes
proper.
looking for J7. Ball finds Maino, who just hoifs it down for Ahmad just to try and get
Hey,
something from
I
it.
got a devil's advocate question though. About Dubravka. Dubravka. He's been great with his feet and gotten the team. Nobody really, they didn't go farther, but I feel like if they didn't have the outlet of the goalkeeper in certain times in the first half,
Yeah.
that they would have been compromised. The defense would have been compromised. But they gave him the ball. Dubravka took care of it with ease. And I just wonder if Mr. Popey was in there, what would have been?
Well, I
Devil's
think there's going to
advocate.
be. Well, it's not being devil's advocate. I think there's a lot more supporters would have shat themselves, if I'm honest with you, Chris, because we all know that it's not Pope's game. So
I actually don't think they would have risked passing the ball back the way they did.
But they would have put themselves in that intricate position though, because they have to figure it out themselves instead of making the easy goalkeeper help me out real quick, which should be you should be able to rely on goalkeeper to then pass the ball.
Correct.
But yeah, interesting what people. All the criers, man, the bedwetters about Dubravka.
Maguire then coming forward with the ball with a little pace, and he passes the ball out for a throw.
Like Nick.
It's so poor.
Nick Pope with his feet, man. Maguire, man, it's just
Jesus. That's terrible. I mean, you can't pass a bloody 10-yard ball.
To be honest, Maguire's just like Dan Burn.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, that's why we were questioning it when we were doing the review. Oh, Anthony's coming on.
Oh my gosh. I don't think Man U could beat.
No, Rashford.
I don't think Man U could beat Guam in a war with those weapons they got.
No.
My goodness, man.
Well, you know how bad it is if Anthony's coming on before Rashford. I mean, like Garnacho's on the field, but he's not really been involved in anything. Oh, Dan Burn's going to get booked. Oh, it's Fabian Shaw's going to get booked. Yeah, of course.
I'll tell you what, though. If I had to pick one of the worst players for the Toon.
2-0 Ipswich.
Great, that's great. Who are they playing?
Chelsea.
Exactly.
2-0 to
good.
Ipswich. Jesus.
I mean, it's good. It's not really. It matters, but it
phenomenal.
doesn't for us. I mean, because they're really up there though.
Yeah, we're only 3 points behind them now.
But what about everybody else, results wise?
Villa 2-2, Brighton, perfect result.
Perfect result, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. And we just got to beat Tottenham on the weekend.
That's it.
Yes.
And bury him down. And the Toon is back, baby. The Toon is back. Oh, man. I wanted to win this game before I called that out. And I called it out anyway without winning this one. And now we won it because I had faith that we were going to do it. And now the Toon is back.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we're playing with such confidence, man. It's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Look at that. Beautiful. Hey, go on, son. Oh,
I'm going to say it can't last.
Over egg the pudding.
Yeah.
James Cuff telling me to save it until full time, Chris, for fuck's sake. No, man, we're not losing this one. Trust me. Not drawing it either. There we go. Bruno gave my eyes.
Yeah.
Bruno played decent as well.
Oh, Bruno's been outstanding.
Bruno and Tonali have that click. And all you have to do is put them and play together, man. They just have to get used to play with each other. As simple as that. Great players will play with each other, man. Trust me.
But it's relationships, isn't it? And that's what I said.
You got to build a relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Only England, because they wanted to create a soap opera, wanted Lampard and Gerrard not to play together. But they could have. They just had the whole soap opera of England and everything else.
Oh, we got a chance here. Ooh. Well done, Anthony Gordon.
Be
Where's
careful.
this going?
Oh, my goodness. Get in there,
Jesus.
man. Block that shh. Block it.
Ericsson then follows up with the edge of the box. Goes over the
Offside.
bar. Oof. Yeah, he was offside. But I mean, like I say, that was these are the thing that gets me. The ball just goes up. Great little flick from Gordon. Then he tries to clear it like really hastily. Then it's just a fight for everything.
Hey,
But,
Beer
yeah,
saying that Shar misses the Tottenham game due to
yeah, because
suspension.
he's suspension now, isn't he?
When did she get booked?
He got booked
Just
on the
now.
Challenger halfway line.
That's a silly foul too, though, by which he's had a few this season.
Yeah, United have gambled now because they've put Anthony on and they've took De Ligt off. So not sure that's 5 goals in 59 appearances.
Got nothing to lose, have they?
Oh, referee, come on. Mazraoui now. Out to Adam. Just literally trying to force the play now, United, on trying to get into that final third. Ahmad puts the ball into the back stick, but it's overhit out for a goal kick.
Well.
Awful.
We over.
Right, one quick goal on the break now, and I'll be a happy bunny. Oh, he
Harvey
has
Barnes.
Harry Barnes.
Here we go.
Let's go, Harry Barnes, boy.
The Barnes boy and Willock.
Me son, Harry Barnes.
Who's coming off, do you think? Bruno?
Well, it
Yeah,
could be Bruno and Anthony.
Murphy.
Oh, no. And Murphy, yeah.
Murphy will be coming off.
The streets will never forget that the American Mags, 2 little boys, grew up, Harvey Barnes and Tonali. They grew up to be better than the master. Not by much, though. It's like the Ninja Turtles, man. And the Mighty Winds boys, he just
doing the business. Dubravka
disappeared in the air.
Burns.
Longstaff, it's Burn, by the way, not Burns. I'm telling you that, which is sad, but there we go. Longstaff and them, I'm sure they're making you proud and on the bench. There we go.
Here we go.
Gordon coming off
Who's
for
coming off?
Barnes. Gordon definitely has gone quiet.
Yeah, well, he has. He's definitely in that second period. He's,
Do you understand he can't finish he hasn't finished a full-time game in how long, man? A full game.
No, I just think that's good management. Just
well, yeah, I do.
Nah,
I agree.
I agree with it, but I just don't think I just don't think he's giving the team anything anymore at this point. That's why he's being subbed off.
But I think he's worked so hard. I think you can only give.
Maybe so.
And again, you go to, it's about, like, we're on that 85th minute now. Do we need to risk these players to keep burning themselves out game after game? No,
True.
I don't think we do. Like I say, you've got a perfect replacement. You're not upsetting the mid-3, and that's what you want.
Exactly.
I don't know who's going to come out on this left-hand side, on the right-hand side now, though.
Get out, man.
Murphy
Get
or
out.
Willock. Yeah, well done.
Well done by the referee who. Oh, Random. Thank you, man. Thank you, Random.
nearly there. Indeed, we are.
We are indeed. Just got to keep going now. Again, the ball just being
time
played.
for Harvey Barnes to get his customary substitute goal.
Yeah, they have gone completely gung-ho now with bodies forward. They've got like 4 or 5 up top now, Man United, just to try and get in behind. And again, it's the shape of Newcastle. I mean, it's just, let's play into the channels and hope we get something. But look at that, Well done, Dubs, to clear that one.
Dubravka. Bronco's been solid, man. Beer Viking, you doubted him. A lot of people in the chat doubted him, man. Always has faith in Dubs.
I doubted him because, like I say, it is. We all know he's good he's better with his feet, but he doesn't. Sometimes I don't think he stretches himself out when he goes for dives into the corner. He seems to jump in the air with no depth in his dives. But again, he's looked really good on the couple of saves or the couple of dives that he's gone for. But But at the end of the day, you've got to give credit where credit's due, and I don't think he's put a foot wrong at all in any of the games that he's been in.
Am I seeing Boki? Which Boki I was calling for you in the chat earlier, but he's saying that player by player we're better than Man U. This is amazing. Eddie in Boki, been an Eddie out.
Yeah, but that you see that to me is just shows why you shouldn't go overboard.
No. Calm down, man. You need to calm down. We were playing rubbish. Now we've changed the form, and it's proven based on consecutive performances. I keep telling you, players have been saying that. So why can't you admit it? Or else get on here. Or else get on here and say Bruno Guimaraes is a numpty and a liar, lying to the fans for saying our season was a mess, and we just in a disappointment. He said it. He said it. And Gordon, last time around, he says now it feels like we couldn't do this before. Now we're doing it. Back to Champions League form. They said it, man.
Bush.
Anyways.
Yeah. Well, within the 88th minute, I mean, there's a bit of a indecision there between Dan Burn and Dubs. But I mean, if you're not sure, clear it, and that's what he did.
That's it.
It's when half of you, go in half-hearted and don't do anything. Well, there's been a couple of issues here. Maguire having a go. Having a bit of a push.
This referee, man, he needs to have a stretch his legs out from his torso.
Maguire threw Dan Burn down there.
How can you have a longer torso than legs, man? Come on, man. Oh, there you go.
Out the
Man United fans out the
door.
Bye.
There's only one United, ladies and gentlemen, and at Old Trafford, the theater of nightmares. It has been proven. The Magpies.
Oh, there's a chance here.
Yeah, we'll go.
Come on, boy. Do your thing, boy.
Come on, Bond.
Fuck. Come on, man. We need one more goal, man. He got it back. He got it back.
Yeah, well done. Just keep the ball now.
Come on, man. Come on, Harvey.
Louis, for me, Louis Hall, like I say, for some unknown reason, he seems to really shine at Man United. Old Trafford seems to be his forte. He's been absolutely excellent for me today. That's perfect. Bruno's always going to get the free kick from these two. Garnacho and Mainu are just like, come on, you shield the ball, and then I'm going to go down. 3 minutes, and it's all over, guys. We're into extra time now.
Yeah, this is time to get the third goal now. Come on.
Nah, I don't think they're even going to try, though, buddy. Because, like I say, the game's won. We don't need to race for the ball.
Well, no, let me tell you something. We got one reason, and it's me. I need to get 5 points, so they better go and score that damn goal.
Well, you're still not going to get 5 points because you said 3-1.
No, I said 3-0. I changed it at the end.
When did you change it?
Check the chat. I did it on the chat, but I knew you were going to say that, so I put it on the prediction right there. There's the time. Go check it. Literally minutes before kickoff. Because I'm looking at them like, why am I giving these twats a goal, man? They're horrible. They're horrible.
Yeah, exactly. I said exactly the same. I said that to win. I've looked at the team before we kicked off, and I can't see where they score goals.
I'm changing a 3-0 win 3 minutes before kickoff.
Okay, that's allowed. Why are you making it sound like it's illegal, man?
No, it is allowed. Said I'll copy the mighty win.
I love you too. You two are fun, man. Bruno again, doing what he does best. Just drawing the player in and kicking the ball off him for a throw in. To him, it's like a goal. It's like, he celebrates everything.
That was a waste of a throw.
Bit of a deflection there.
Oh, we've got to get another try.
Oh, looks
Get
like
another
full.
one.
Look at the Geordies. Look at the
Yeah,
Geordies,
wow.
man.
Singing their heads off.
Fuck me, man. That's what back in the Mighty Win. Last time you been at Old Trafford, 30
Look at
years
you.
ago, man.
Look at the Man U fans.
That's when last time you were a fan.
Last time I was at Old Trafford
Watch
was
a proper team.
was the semi-final.
It is the worst Man United team I've seen in.
By the way,
years.
the American Mag finally got his NUFC supporter number, and my wife Betsy as well. Mighty Win. We got it sorted, man. Thank you to Connor says defending 2-0 lead is criminal after first half. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know. To be fair, Connor, I cannot agree. I don't think that we're defending 2-0. I feel like the game is over, and we're not. I don't even think we're defending. It's just that they are rubbish. You know what I mean? It's for the first 10 minutes, I would agree that they had a little bit of energy boost to start the second half, but man, I just don't see us holding back and just hoping they don't score. I don't think that was it for me.
Oh, well done. Come on, Isaac.
Well, there you go, ladies and gents. Newcastle United winning the last game of the year against Man United at Old Trafford after 30+ years that we couldn't win there on the league. I think I count when people say that, I count last season because it's the same thing. I mean, the ghosts of the past don't not show up in the cup game. I mean, if that exists, they show up every game. And we beat them last season. We beat them again tonight. We see the Twat Amarim. He's never been good to me, and not to me. Well, to me as a coach, and but that's irrelevant because Newcastle United going to Old Trafford, getting the job done without even trying, which is more embarrassing for Man U fans because a team that didn't even try hard enough beat you like this, and it could have been 4 or 5-0. It could have been easily. So we're going to get into the match reaction, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for helping us out. Don't forget, you'll be redirected right now. If not, for some reason, just hit the homepage of the YouTube channel and join us there, as we're going to be throwing out the link and letting people come on and have their piece. And there we go. Ashington Ton, Amarim, Arrogant. There we go. So... There's a no man sleeping under the E. There's a no man sleeping under the E. Sunderland's a massive club. That's the Mighty Win song. Anyways, folks, join us on the match reaction right now on NUFC Talk TV immediately. We'll see you then. Thank you.